Men from the south arrived. Men of the cities, men of kings and money and of power. Men looking to expand, looking to take what wasn't theirs. Times were quickly changing. She was told upon their arrival that the old gods were dead, and soon their way of life would be as well. A bloody fight ensued, many were killed, and not many of her people managed to survive the attack. Many of their rival and neighboring tribes fared no better. Her father, pulling her away from heartache and death, told her to run, to leave her land, to leave her home, and to head for New Verdalka, to gain power there, rise in the ranks of the people, to make them understand, to put an end to this taking of their land. And so, she ran. Morganix Amela is not an adventurer, thank you very much. She's a librarian. She would have been perfectly happy living out her days in a life committed to study and charity. A calm, quiet life where nothing more terrible than the accidental burning of toast ever happened. Sadly, that was just not in the cards. Morganix was an only child when her dreams took on a decidedly odd turn. They were fuzzy at first. She would wake knowing something unusual had occurred, and her dreams had felt not normal. She eventually was able to remember a male voice speaking to her, and eventually that voice named itself Galadar. During a night of uneasy sleep, Galadar came to her with a dire warning. An evil person with a great weapon of power had died in a secret tomb in a nearby forest. He urged Morganix to retrieve the weapon so that it could be turned over to the right people. Upon discovery of the hilt, she stared at it with utter bewilderment. Morganix raised her eyes to see a rough-looking mercenary, an arrow notched, ready to pierce her heart. At that moment, the hilt began to speak to her. In a state of panic, Morganix couldn't later recall what exactly it had said. She only knew that it had promised to get her out of that place alive if, something. In an instant, Morganix was safely back in the forest. She ran far, far, far away, and, just far enough away to safely have another panic attack. Upon return to the College of Hearthcrest, she had an idea, and it was as good an idea as any. She decided to go to Efera. There was a senior member of the college who studied anomalies like this. She swore she would take a year, just 1 year, to overcome her fear of this thing. She would either master it or find a way to contain its evil, if it truly was evil. She would study and understand it in a safe place, far, far, far away from the people she loved. Varnast Halmaru is a Tempest cleric from the Western Salamander. He serves the gods of Estitia and Acadia, the primordial embodiment of water and wind. His faith and unwillingness to bend his morals won him the respect of his peers, but also the ire of his superiors. When we first met Varnast, he was a member of the Golden Shield, serving under Agatha Durandon. However, she grew tired of his disapproval towards her actions, and ultimately had him killed at the hands of his own comrades. Yet, this would not be the end of Varnast. He awoke in a nearby jungle, receiving a vision from a spirit in the form of a wolf. He was shown the party and knew that he was tasked to protect and aid these people. Now, Varnast serves as a protector for the party, though his stubbornness and ruthless nature towards those he deems evil has led to contention at times. Sayla was born in the Seraph. Her mother and father were lowly followers. They worked long hours as laborers and seemed content with their lives, happy to be what they were and nothing more. They preached about humble beginnings and using peaceful methods to solve problems. They stuck close to their religion and never swayed, trying to teach their daughter the same. Unfortunately, life would find a way of twisting that girl into be something else. She was never meant to be a lowly follower of a laborer in the great city of the Seraph, nor was a life of peace and humble ways appealing to her. Self-centered, and nothing like what her parents wished her to be. She grew up going against their wishes. She always seemed to be in a constant state of rebellion. Eventually, this led to her father having no choice. She was cast out, forced to live on her own. She learned, and she grew, joining the Thieves Guild where she honed her skills. It was there that she learned more about the world, that there was so much more than just the Seraph. She also learned that she had a knack for murder. She had taken a job as a hired killer. Merchants are incredibly cutthroat beings. They'll do anything to stay on top. Some years passed, and she finally had made enough gold to move. She had chosen the city of New Verdalka for its cutthroats and its vibrant culture. A colorful place, perfect to rise up and make something of yourself, unlike her stagnant home of the Seraph. She would travel to Efera to start her new life. From there, she would hide what she was doing behind a treasure-hunting persona. She would take contracts on the side while hunting a fortune to boost her status. It was time to live and let the fun begin. Zamir Dragu, more affectionately known as Cyrus, is a wild magic tiefling sorcerer from the city of Sloshdet. Or, at least so he thought. Troubled by his lack of knowledge or memory of his gift of wild magic, Cyrus finds himself drinking to dull and suppress his innate magical abilities. Originally fleeing from New Verdalka from the city of Dragon's Bay, after seizing an opportunity during a gambling match and a wild magic accident. Cyrus has a checkered past with Duradine Dupree, who is now in pursuit of both the group and their current objective. While Cyrus is still his own biggest fan, he has found himself to care for his companions of happenstance. They stand by him after magical surges and learning details of his checkered and indulgent past. He hides most of his emotion through alcohol or a laugh, but can lash out through a wild magic, whether intentional or not. Now, Cyrus sees an opportunity not only to sever his tie to his past that still threatens him, but to potentially rewrite his past as a whole and find out who he really is and where his magic comes from. Alex Silverfoot is a native of Efera. Her people lived deep within the northern jungles, far from civilization and far from the burgeoning city of New Verdalka. Her people took pride in living off the land, communing with the spirits of the earth, and maintaining the ways of the old gods. Alec is the first daughter of the chieftain and first in line to one day become chieftain herself, though she much prefers running about in the trees, wasting times with the cubs, or hunting for the lost treasures of the old times. She may be sharp, fearsome with her greatsword, and a lover of her people, but a leader? She wasn't quite sure that was what she wanted for herself. That decision was made for her, though, the day the men from the south arrived. Men of the cities, men of kings and money and of power. Men looking to expand, looking to take what wasn't theirs. Times were quickly changing. She was told upon their arrival that the old gods were dead, and soon their way of life would be as well. A bloody fight ensued, many were killed, and not many of her people managed to survive the attack. Many of their rival and neighboring tribes fared no better. Her father, pulling her away from heartache and death, told her to run, to leave her land, to leave her home, and to head for New Verdalka, to gain power there, rise in the ranks of the people, to make them understand, to put an end to this taking of their land. And so, she ran. Morganix Amela is not an adventurer, thank you very much. She's a librarian. She would have been perfectly happy living out her days in a life committed to study and charity. A calm, quiet life where nothing more terrible than the accidental burning of toast ever happened. Sadly, that was just not in the cards. Morganix was an only child when her dreams took on a decidedly odd turn. They were fuzzy at first. She would wake knowing something unusual had occurred, and her dreams had felt not normal. She eventually was able to remember a male voice speaking to her, and eventually that voice named itself Galadar. During a night of uneasy sleep, Galadar came to her with a dire warning. An evil person with a great weapon of power had died in a secret tomb in a nearby forest. He urged Morganix to retrieve the weapon so that it could be turned over to the right people. Upon discovery of the hilt, she stared at it with utter bewilderment. Morganix raised her eyes to see a rough-looking mercenary, an arrow notched, ready to pierce her heart. At that moment, the hilt began to speak to her. In a state of panic, Morganix couldn't later recall what exactly it had said. She only knew that it had promised to get her out of that place alive if... well, something. In an instant, Morganix was safely back in the forest. She ran far, far, far away, and, well, just far enough away to safely have another panic attack. Upon return to the College of Hearthcrest, she had an idea, and it was as good an idea as any. She decided to go to Efera. There was a senior member of the college who studied anomalies like this. She swore she would take a year, just 1 year, to overcome her fear of this thing. She would either master it or find a way to contain its evil.
And let us turn on the desktop audio. Hello there, and welcome to the Explorers of Efera live stream. It is so great to be back. There's been a bit of a hiatus, and I'll tell you what, though, I am super excited to be back. So let's go ahead and hop on here. So, like I said, it is good to be back. Excited to be back. But before we even start with the synopsis and the summary, I mean, it feels like it's been 4 years, but it's only been 2 weeks. Let's I have a request for everybody, and I've talked to all of you about this already, but I would like each one of you to roll a D100 for me.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Are you serious? I got a 4.
Oh my god.
What? A 0?
Oh, I got 100.
Oh.
0. Oh, is that what that is?
I rolled 100.
Yeah, 0 is actually 100. I
We
got
could
a
not
5.
have had any more of a bigger range of numbers than what we do.
Yeah, you guys are all the way from the bottom to the top. That's wild.
Started from
That's
the
how
bottom,
we
now we're
do.
here.
That's right.
17, 45. It's really all of the numbers. Like all of the ones you can get on a D100. You guys rolled them all. It would have been better if somebody would have rolled a 1. Like if Ryan, you would have rolled a 1 instead of a 5.
That I kind of wish it was a 1 now that it's a 5. Like when it's that close, you might as well just go full broke and just be like, "Yeah, I did it." If I was like, who cares?
And then you guys would have had every number. Okay, but alrighty, that's good to know. Julio. So
You're not gonna tell us what they're for either.
I thought I would tell you maybe at the end of the session. It just depends.
Maybe at the end.
Alrighty. So I think with that, we can really dive right in where we had left off. So last we had left off our intrepid group of adventurers, explorers, and people stuck in such a sticky situation. You all had, this entire time, you've been searching for this lost city, going all the way back to the beginning. This lost city of Nibiru, originally told to you by Jalissa, a leader of a sort of thieves guild, Uncle Amon's friends, all the way back when. You were all told by her that you would find this city, that it would be full of treasure, and then Duncan told you that the city wasn't full of treasure, that it would be full of knowledge, arcane and druidic tomes, histories that belonged to the natives of Efera. And then finally, you learn from a combination of the shaman, the old woman at All's Crossing, and Alec's father, that there is no treasure, that it is the heart of native power in Efera. What makes the natives be able to have their innate connection to nature. These wild, magical creatures that freely roam. And the connection that natives have, not only with nature, but with their ancestors through nature. That is all thanks to Nibiru. Now, all of you still pressing on to search. There has to be a reason that Baramichi left all of these clues, and by gosh, by golly, you are all going to be the ones to figure it out. Because the thing is, if you don't figure it out, the Tarkirian Trading Company and Charles Windren and Duradine Dupree will, and you cannot let them. get their hands on it. So, you press forward, you press on, and you head to the original temple of Istitia, the primordial deity of water. You press on, and through some deals with a very, very powerful wizard, you are transported there in a moment's notice. And you are confronted with all manner of gnolls and undead water-based creatures, corrupted by some type of magic. Eventually discovering that that magic was created by none other than Frederick, the long-lost friend of Duncan and the Warlock, who seemingly would not leave you alone over the past almost month and a half, 2 months now. So, you have that confrontation. After a brief moment of being separated, you eventually reunite together, and you decide to kill Frederick. There's some tension between the party and Duncan, but that pressure is set aside, because you all know what is important right now. You have to get through this. There's only one more thing, or there has to be only one more thing, right? So, you head out of Frederick's area, his sort of lab and study that he had been using, and you made your way to what seemed to be the main temple of Istitia. A just absolute magnificent statue depicting the woman herself, with wonderful sprawling temples cascading around a mountainside with billowing waterfalls around it. The area would be so peaceful if it weren't for the chaotic and poisonous sludge that was coming from the temple itself. All of you started to make your way up slowly, but then you need to run, because not only is it the gnolls, but it's also their sort of second in command, Korvac. This sort of entity who has been talked about and seen twice, once through a vision and then once in person. Someone who noticed you and decided to leave, but now it seems as though he's ready for a snack. And you all run. You run to the temple. You have to get there. You have to solve this. Maybe you can fix this and be saved before Korvac gets to you. But as you get to the doors, as the gnolls are charging, well, most of you can get through. For some reason, unknown to all of you, in this current moment, you all are able to freely walk into the temple. But Duncan isn't. Duncan has one final solitary moment with Cyrus, saying that he'll see him on the other side. And both of them are not sure if that's ever going to happen. But before they can even take a moment to say goodbye or anything, the gnolls begin to charge. Duncan flies up, and Cyrus, the last thing you see before you head into that room is this bright green beam of light shoot out from Korvac's eyes, slamming into the arm of the statue as Duncan is flying past it, and the entire arm of this gigantic 100, 120, 150 foot statue break off and fall from one beam from Korvac. You don't know what happened to Duncan, because as of right now, you have bigger issues. As the group of you make your way in, you see that the area is polluted, and there is a foul smell in the air. You make your way closer, and the two closest to Istitia in the group, Alec and Varnas, you decide that you will be the ones to step forward. If there is any good or righteousness left in this place, you two would be the ones to trigger it, to let it know that you are a friend, not a foe. But sadly, it seems as though this place is not interested in friends, because it seems as though everything is a foe. As all of you entered and were ready to solve a puzzle or commune with something or try and fix what is ever wrong here, you see these watery tendrils emerge out of this sickly green still water, angry and vicious, ready to lunge at and attack anything that draws near. Alec and Varnas, as the two of you step across that stone bridge that leads to the illuminated ruins of the natives of Efera, the bridge collapses into the water, and you are left alone there. You see on these entities, there are, in each one of the tendrils, the three small ones and the very, very large one, you see there are these, covered in sheets of roaring rapid water, there are these cores that stick out. In contrast to the water, they glow green, and they look like the origin of an infection. And before combat can break out, before the creature lunges, there is the moment where it stops. Sayla, Varnast, and Alec, the three of you hear a voice. Help me! And then any kindness or fear that was in the creature's eyes is gone, as it then begins to rear the watery head back and lunge down towards the companions. So with that, we're just gonna jump right in after 2 weeks. I would like everybody to roll for initiative for me.
Woo!
Don't want to. Oof.
We're off to a great start.
Oh.
Oh wow, okay.
Did Doglin make it through?
All right.
Make it through, yeah.
He did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Maybe he can-
Toglin made it and not Duncan. Feels good.
You bastard.
One.
I forgot to click. Oh my god, this music is intense. I forgot to click on my token for Doglin. I apologize.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
We're all gonna die because of you.
That's not your fault.
I can add it here in a second.
Thank you.
Doglin, only a certain number of creatures can come through, and you came in instead of Duncan. You fool!
Doglin's more pure. I don't know what's going on with Duncan, though.
He's been out there fighting for a week straight now.
Oof. Oops.
We come out, and there's just like a legion of dead gnolls.
Little did you guys know, I hid his true character sheet. Duncan is actually a level 25.
Why do you always roll so high for the enemies, Joe?
I don't know!
A 24, a 23, and a 17? Come on, man.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess
wow.
I guess I'm not using assassinate.
Nope.
Hey, Joe, I don't think I'm on the turn order.
Oh, for Doglin or for you. Okay.
Yeah, I apologize.
Oh no, that's okay. It's an easy fix. What were the twos rolls?
Yeah, not that you're missing much.
Well, the first one was a 4.16 for Alec, and Doglin was 14.15.
Okay.
Alec got a
Doglin's not
natty
too
one.
Yeah.
bad. Oh wow, yeah, that's
Oh, man.
that feels bad, man. Okay.
Hey, man, she's watching her, like, literal people. They've been destroyed before her very eyes for a while now. It's been rough, okay?
Okay. So just jumping in right to the top of the
I
corner.
died, dude.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna let all of you know right now, right, that instead of having you guys discover it, that the tendrils, the three small ones, will not move. However, they will attack whoever is closest to them. So I'm letting you know that right now. So you can add a little bit of strategy in there if you want to. But,
Okay, before you continue, so you said that they have, like, stones or gems embedded in them?
yeah, they're almost, it's more of like a, kind of like it almost looks like it's not literally a slug, but it almost looks like that, where it's a little bit more slimy and moves around a bit, but it seems to be the source of this type of infection.
Gotcha, thank you. That was my question.
Okay. And they do seem in a very similar aqua state to the water entities that you fought, the water warriors, where it seems as though there is a type of rejuvenating nature to them while they're in the water.
Great.
Alrighty. So with that, we start with small tendril over here. So this one is going to. Oh wow.
Wow, what? What now, Joe? We followed your plan. There is no closest person. It skips its turn.
We're gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna. Man. All right. Ryan, roll a d4 for me. If it is 1 or a 2, it is you. If it's a 3, it's Sayla. If it's a 4, it's Doglin.
Seems a little stacked against me, but all right.
Okay.
Really good start.
So then it is going to go ahead and rise up, and you see it like almost incredibly way too long, where it stays in the same origin point, but its head rises up 40 feet out of the ground, and then just slams into the concrete, or into the stone right below you, for a... Come on, there we go. That is a... All right, off to a great start. That is a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, alrighty. Boom, it
Yes.
slams next to you, and it's going to come up one more time for a second slam attack, trying to recoup, but I have a feeling...
Attack.
That's an 18. That misses, doesn't it?
Me? No, that's a hit.
That's in favor of the swinger. Yeah. Okay,
18
so,
is the AC.
Yep, 18, and then that is just 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just 7.
So it slams down, and it's not even cold. The water is just lukewarm. So it's doing no cold damage, no nothing. It is just this lukewarm water. As it pulls off of you, it's almost like the water is also ripping off of you back into this creature.
Ugh.
Okay. So then we come. Oh wow. Then we come to Big Boy. This one, Alec is just going to come right for you with 2 slam attacks.
All right.
That is a that is a 10 and a 16.
The 16 hits.
16 hits. Okay.
Which one is attacking me right now? This one out here.
Big boy.
Oh, the big one. Hey. All right.
Okay. So from that one, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then
Gotcha.
4 points of acid damage. As
Oh,
it seems
great.
to be the infection in this one is much more intense and rancid. As the water slams into your skin, the first one you're able to dodge out of the way, but the head just whips towards you, and as soon as the water hits you, you feel it begin to singe your skin. And as it pulls away, it's almost like a leech in that it's like pulling your skin, and you can feel it just like trying to rip your skin off of your bone. But luckily, you rip away, and you manage to keep your skin on your bone. So,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome.
Ugh.
So with that, Cyrus, it is your turn.
Okay. So seeing the chaos that's about to erupt around us, I say, "Oh fuck. Well, I know you all enjoy my company." And I sneeze and I cast mirror images, and
Oh my God.
I love this spell.
Alrighty. Mirror image, okay.
and I wink to my other copies of myself.
They all winked back. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Each time a creature roll a d20 to determine if you have 3 duplicates. So it's okay. Oh wow. Okay. Let's roll 6 or higher. Oh wow. Okay. So if anything attacks you, we're gonna just have to go through these rules over and over and over again, because that is a lot. But that is good to know. So just 3 Cyruses appear. Morganix and Sayla, you're really the only 2 who catch it, and Doglin just kind of like cocks its head up to the side at the 4 Cyruses now. Okay. All right. Anything else, or is that it?
No, I'm gonna remain here.
All right. Plant your feet. Sounds good. All right. Next one.
Ugh.
35, 40, 45. Okay. Sarah, I'd like you to roll a d4. If it's even, it hits you. If it's odd, it hits Ryan.
Ryan is odd.
Oh, come on, man.
That is rough. That's rough, buddy.
What did I do to you?
I mean, Varnast is destined to die here, man.
Apparently.
Oh no!
I'm
All right,
getting my
The
one
water
time.
temple, how fitting.
Oh my fucking god! That's an 11 and a 12.
Ha! Miss.
Doesn't even matter. Okay, so its head rises up and tries to slam down at you, but you know the pattern. You learned it last time, and you're not going to get hit because it does the same exact thing where it tries to cock its head, and you just backstep, and it just completely wide sweeps, and you still get a couple of water droplets flicked on you, but that is way better than being slammed with 45 pounds of water pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, so that is the end of its turn, and Morganix, we come to you.
So I just got some really bad news from Cyrus about Duncan. And I can see in his eyes that it's bad, and I'm still kind of pounding at the door right up until my friends start taking damage. I'm gonna try to steel myself to my current situation. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast that guy.
Sorry, which one was that?
The one closest to me.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
Still kind of freaking out, trying not to. I'm freaking out. I'm
Yeah,
really,
you are.
really freaking out.
Oh, were you doing an Eldritch Blast or a Hexblade?
Oh, an Eldritch Blast, but it's the same.
Oh, it's the same modifier.
You have 2 beams though, so you do get a second shot.
It's not much better.
A 14 is much better than an 8.
That does hit though. These creatures are really, really large, and they don't move very fast because they rise up so slow and then they slam down. So with a 14, you are able to line up the shot. The first one completely goes wide, but you breathe in through the nose, hold it for 5 seconds and out, and as you're exhaling, you discharge the second blast, and that does hit. So that is 9 points of force damage. All right.
Holding my hands out, trying not to cry. Oh god, oh god.
Okay, so as you fire off the Eldritch Blast, you can see that some of the water is dispersed. There's still probably another layer or two until you actually get to that core, but for right now, you have made a little bit of progress towards that core.
Okay.
All right, so anything else moving, or are you staying right there?
I'm staying.
Okay, so then we come to Dogalin. What's Dogalin doing?
Alec is gonna be making some like strange clicking sounds, to signal for him to go to his, I don't know, what is that? Stage left, and he's gonna run over. He has exact. Can he jump? How deep is this water?
It's so murky that it's a little hard to tell. I mean, but the Dogalin can swim. You do know that much about that.
Okay. She's just gonna, like I said, send up those clicking sounds so he knows to go after this guy. And he has not been known for attacking well against these creatures, so let's hope that he does a little bit better. I lied. He's working on it.
Oh shoot, that was another thing here. Let me, so we'll count this one for now, but let me change something about his bite attack real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, he's leveled up 3 times since you bought him, so his proficiency bonus has gone up.
Whoa, bought him.
And
We're friends, we're companions, okay?
ever since you soul bonded with him on the night of the lunar eclipse.
Thank you.
And then
Would his modifier change? Is that what's happening?
yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Okay, there we go. All right. So he is much stronger than he is agile. So we'll count that for now. That
Okay.
first one for now. But then the next one we will go ahead and have that edit there. Okay. Oh, so I mean, Sayla, I would probably just say that it's you just have it like wrapped around your neck this whole time, trying to keep him as safe as possible. That's what I figured. Yeah, he's definitely nervous. Like he's like chittering in your ear, and he's like, he's making these like little squeak noises anytime something gets too close to hitting you. This entire time, where he's rooting for you. You got your cheerleader next to you. Okay.
That's all for me.
Alrighty. So then, we come to this one's turn. So it's gonna make 2 slam attacks at Dogalin. Because that is who's closest. Oh, that is a 19 and a 17.
The 19 hits.
Okay. Next, that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Ooh.
Good thing I leveled him up with the hit point rolls.
Yeah. His points aren't great, but all right. Thank you.
Alrighty, cool. I'm not gonna say you're welcome because I don't feel good about it. Okay, so with that, Sayla, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, let's see. I don't want Dogalin to die, so I guess she's gonna aim for this one with an arrow. It's like raised up above the Dogalin, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's probably like raised up 10 feet up in the air.
Sweet. I'm gonna hit that with my arrows.
Okay. All right. Roll for an attack. You would get sneak. Oh!
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh! you don't get assassinate, but you get that fucking critical anyway. So make sure you click sneak attack because that is an ally within 5 feet.
Woo.
Oh, this might be really good. This might be really. Oh! Oh, wait a second. Is this changed?
What's?
Okay, so
I
the
don't
sneak
know.
attack. The sneak attack is not edited, so that means it is 18 plus 11. Right? Because 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Yeah. So 18
Yep.
plus 11 is 29.
29.
39 plus 6. 39 plus 6 is 45. Oh shit.
Dude, it's about time I got something nice.
Oh
The
shit.
last 2 rounds have been nothing but ones.
Let me check something here real quick. 31. Okay, hell yeah. Alrighty, so that is very good. So, Sayla, as you pull back the arrow in your short bow, you breathe in and breathe out, releasing the arrow. You can see that the creature is so obsessed with hitting the Dogalin where it's slamming up and down, and you can see that it's rearing up its head one more time to try and wrap around it and consume it into the water. But you just pull back the arrow and loose it, and as it flies, you can see it pierce through the different layers of this like thick sheet-like water, and it pierces through inside to that slug-like corrupted entity, slamming into it, and you can hear this, Morganix, you can hear this like hissing noise from where you're at, as this like green gas begins to leak out and then dissipate as the Leviathan just splashes into the ground. So this one right here is actually already dead.
Yeah.
So you see that one is completely gone right now. Alrighty.
Impressive.
Heck yeah. Well, hey, sneak attack with a critical. That's that'll do it to him. Alrighty. So,
True.
Sayla, any movement, anything, or are you good to go?
She's kind of good to go. She's in a good spot.
Okay. Alrighty. So with that, Varnast, we come to you. What are you doing?
All right. Well, I'm really glad the one that wasn't aiming for Varnast got killed, so that's cool. Kind of assessing himself and looking around. He's going to quickly trace a rune in the air, and then point his blade over at Alec, and he'll throw Shield of Faith on her using his last spell slot. So there's +2 AC for you.
Oh, you rock. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get me killed. Anyways, then he's gonna run up and launch a booming blade at this thing,
Okay.
which I will roll shortly.
Oh my god!
Wow, what a day.
What a day! What a way to start off the day.
You kept us caged up too long.
Yes.
Yay,
Alright.
faith.
Yes, there we go. All right, roll your damage. And then,
Alright, so...
Oof.
Well, for Booming Blade, the 2d8's max, that should be 16 plus 7, right?
yes, that is correct.
Okay, so 23 points of damage.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good.
And then 2d8 more should he move.
Okay.
I'm guessing he won't, but something to remember.
Yes, no, that's a good thing to remind me of. Let's do this radiation thing. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Okay, anything else?
That will be it.
Okay. Alrighty, Alec, that leaves us to your turn.
I'm going to rage because she just saw one of her god's like last standing statues be destroyed, so she's not in a great mood. And
And your friends are being attacked.
yeah, this is Yeah, that too.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. She's gonna charge in and make 2 greatsword attacks. Oh, bless.
Okay, both of those are hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oof.
Oh, so that's
Oh, I
second
thi-
Divine Fury. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot. I only get it once.
Okay, alrighty. So then we come to, so that is still 16 plus 7, which is 23 points of damage. Okay.
Does the center one also have that slug-like creature?
It does. The creature is much larger, and you can see that there are many more layers of water to cut through.
Okay,
before
I would
you're
like
able
to make it known that Alec is like honing in on cutting away that area specifically.
Okay. Alrighty. So then, let's see, that was...
And this is much more akin to her, like, extremely zoned in rage. She's not screaming, she's very focused right now.
She's in her battle trance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Respect.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's
Sounds good. Thank you. Alrighty. So with that, we come back up to the top with this one. Ooh, all right. Let's see here. 40. Alrighty. Oh wow. Okay. Oh man. But there's. I think that it is going to attack Cyrus because there are 4 Cyruses. So that seems like the
My
bigger
God,
issue.
they're multiplying.
Okay. So all right. Remind me how mirror image works.
So basically, you have to roll to attack to see if you hit his AC first.
Okay, all right. So that is with 2 slam attacks. So that is that's a 23 and a 26.
Yes and yes.
So, if I remember correctly, now you have to roll a d20.
It's a d20. Yeah.
Get above a 6, then it hits a clone for the first roll.
Okay, so then
So this'll be
that's
the first
d20
one.
for each attack. Yeah.
So that hits a clone.
So a clone is destroyed. And then you
And
have to
I'll
roll
do the
another
other one.
d20.
And this is a harder 8. Ooh, does that do it?
Yeah.
8 or higher.
I think
Yep.
8 or higher is the second one.
So that hits both my clones.
Okay, so then it's just you and one buddy left. As
So I look at the other clone and kind of grimace.
Your next friend.
Okay, so with that, the other 2 dissipate, and there's like water around your feet, but it is just sucked up back into this slimy tendril as it returns back to its regular position, and that's the end of its turn. Then we have this one, and Alec and Barnast, you can see that as you were cutting away and slicing at those layers, as it was starting to show maybe a little bit of that like center of the corruption, you can see that as it's sitting in this water, the water just comes back up, and it seems as though any of the damage that you did is just reverted back to a normal state. Looks like nothing happened.
Come on, man.
I know. Alrighty, so with that, so that's its turn, and Alex, since you are right in front and you were the last one to attack, it's going to do the 2 attacks against you. Oh, yikes! That is
Nat 20?
15 and a natural 20.
Yeah, wait, actually, yeah, the 20 does hit. I only got +2 to my AC. This is gonna hurt.
But you were raging. You did declare that. Oh,
I am
wow,
raging.
those are okay. So the acid damage is not halved at all. So that's 5 points of acid damage. Because that was bad.
Okay.
And then that is 15 points of bludgeoning halved to 7.
Thank God, okay.
So it should be 11 total.
Okay, thank you.
And then let's see here. Yeah, that'll go ahead and be the end of its turn. But you can see that as it slams down twice on you, Alec, you can see the creature just begin to rise more and more and more, and the waters inside of this like tendril that's heading up, they get more rapid and more aggressive, and you can tell that something bad is happening next round.
I will just bare my teeth at it and stand my ground.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good. So then, Cyrus, we come to you. What are you doing?
So kind of looking back at the creature that attacked me, and back at my clone, and back at the creature. I was like, no, this is fucked. Take a step forward, and the one that attacked me, I'm not going to kind of move any closer. I'm going to remain here, just a step forward. And I'm just going to throw a cold chromatic orb at it.
Okay. 19, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
Damn.
Oh. 21 points of cold damage. So, as you do... Whoa, did not mean to hit F12. That was awkward. Alrighty. So, as you slam into it with that... Whoa. With that cold damage, you can see that parts of its being begin to tense up and freeze and crack, and you can see the free sort of liquid motion that it had is now solid and rigid, and on its next turn, it will only have one attack as opposed to two, and it cannot use any of its special abilities. So, we're gonna put a little blue thing on it that it's frozen. Alrighty, anything else, Cyrus?
Yeah. You know what? Now that I've actually done that and I can see it kind of slow down, I'm gonna actually move up here.
Okay. Ooh, bold move. Alrighty, sounds good. So then we come to this one right here. So this one we're gonna take stock, see who's closest. 35, 40, 30. All right, Doggolin's closest.
All right.
Alrighty. 2 slam attacks. That is a 13 and a 26.
Ooh, the 26 hits.
And that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage to Doglin.
Okay.
How's Doglin looking?
About to do the math right now.
Yeah, because it was 11 last round and then 8 this round.
He's at 14.
Jeez, he has a lot of HP.
He had the same amount as, I think, Organics. He started at 35, I believe.
34.
Jeez.
Well,
Tough
since there's not
boy.
a ranger in the group, it's it's not like we're taking anything by leveling up that poor Doglin. All right, so we're gonna go with Morganix here, and what are you doing? Morganix?
Oh, you're muted, dear.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry, the dogs are barking.
Oh, that's okay. What are you doing?
Feeling a little steadier now, being able to put all my freakouts in the background, gonna take a step forward. Still not sure if we're trying to focus fire or take off the side things, but everything's gotten real scary. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this thing twice.
Okay, alrighty. Eldritch Blast away.
Pew pew! Pew pew!
Okay, that is a miss and a hit. Oh!
Hey.
Alrighty. 12 points
At
of
least
damage.
there's
So
that.
you fire off both shots. One of the purple beams flies off to the left and completely misses, slamming into the stone behind the creature, but the second one does manage to hit and spray part of the water, exposing part of the innards, but still some sheets of water there covering up the corrupted slug in there. Alrighty.
Okay.
Any movement, or are you just hanging out right there?
I had taken a step forward, but that's it for now.
Okay. Alrighty, so then that brings us to Doggolin.
Alright, more clicking instructions from Alec, and he sees his next target, so he's gonna wade through the water to get to this one.
Oh.
Can he get there in one movement?
He can. His movement is 40. Oh, well, I guess he's
in
swimming.
water?
Yeah, good question. I don't know how deep this water is. Is it like...
So he does have to swim. He's not able to get any footing in there.
Okay, so just kidding then.
So it'd be 20 feet, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely doggy paddling.
So
Okay.
cute.
Then he's about here then.
Man.
He could dash, right?
Yeah. But then he doesn't have any action to do anything. He'll just get up to it.
True.
Which, what difference does that make? When he can't do anything this round, so I'll go ahead and just dash and get him there.
Okay. Alrighty, sounds good. So
Alright,
then we
that's all I
come
got.
to that one. So that one's not in it anymore. Oh, wait, and then we come to, Sayla. We're not going to skip Sayla's turn.
Yeah, please don't.
Alrighty. Sayla, what are you doing?
Alright, so she's again concerned about Doggalin and the fact that he just swam up to one and he's like looking kind of rough. So she's like, I'm gonna have to save the fucking animal because the animal's stupid and it can't just stay away. So she's gonna short bow it again.
Sayla has the best character motivation, if I may say.
Okay, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage with sneak attack.
Ah, shoot.
All good. So you can just go ahead and roll the 3d6 then.
3d6. Okay.
Yeah. 11, 18. Okay. Right. Okay. So loosing the arrow, it's able to cut through some more of the sheets, but still not exposing that inner core. So not able to actually end up doing any damage to that.
Dang.
Alrighty. Anything else?
She's gonna move like up a little bit. How far up? Not into the water. Get out of the water. How far is that jump onto the platform?
Is about 10-ish feet.
She probably couldn't clear that.
Could at a run.
Yeah. If you wanted to take a couple steps back and run at it.
Parkour!
Screw it. She's gonna try and get over there because then she's closer to all of the crazy.
All right. So if you are taking a running start, there's no reason to even make a check or anything. You can just easily do that.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. However, by the time you get across, though, let's see here. So you have about 5 feet of movement left by the time you get there.
Okay. So she's just gonna move up a little bit. And we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Alrighty. So you dash up just a hair, and after your running jump, landing, and seeing this huge Leviathan standing in front of Alec and Varnast, you wonder, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? Okay, so with that, Varnast, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
You said this thing was like moving around like it was about to do something.
Yes, it began to sort of rise up more and more out of the water, and the water that is a part of its body is churning more aggressively now.
There's only so many clues in that. Knowing that we're not gonna be able to take this thing down unless we have everyone kind of concentrating fire, Varnast is just gonna dodge.
Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's a smart idea.
Yeah. And that'll be it.
Alrighty, so taking the dodge action, you bolster up your shield, putting a lot of weight behind it, just getting ready for anything that might be coming your way.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So then, Alec, that brings us to you.
She would see Varnast do this, but she's also raging. And she has to continue to rage in order to keep that up. So she's just gonna, like, heavy breathing, battling within herself, just go for a couple attacks.
Okay. Alrighty. So that's
Which probably was a mistake.
And
of course
a hit. Well, still, that is nothing to scoff at in terms of damage. So that is 23 points of damage. So cutting through some of the layers of water, but still not being able to get deep enough in order to pierce through that poisonous item on the interior. Okay, well, is there anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else. Not a monk. I can't bonus action dodge. So, I do have danger sense, so that's good. That's it.
That is good, yeah.
She's just gonna, like I said, still, like, baring her teeth, ready to take the hit.
Alrighty, so then we come to this one right here, who is... Cyrus, you can see that it's still frozen, but any of the damage that you did that blew any water off, that water is just reabsorbed, but it is still frozen. So it does restore to normal there. And it is going to Yep, it's going to come down and slam attack you only once, though. That is a 17 to hit.
Yep. So let me see if that hits my clone.
You got this. Come on.
Had to be under an 11.
Alrighty. So as the giant head comes to slam down on top of you, your clone, you kind of step out of the way and your clone steps in and he just kind of looks at you and waves goodbye as the water smashes on top of him, and as the head re-picks up, just covered in ice, you can see that your clone is no more. Alrighty. So that is the end of its turn. It only gets the one attack. Woo! And then we come to this guy, and Alec, you see as you made those 2 slashes into him, they just close back up. That is, since he's still standing in that water. So now what he is going to do is... he is going to...
Hydro pump. Trademark.
Yeah, that's the real issue there. Okay, so he is going to do this here tidal wave. So, I think that is everybody except for Doglin.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why did I step forward?
So
At
I
least
need.
I dodged. Water, die by the water. It's fine.
The stream just went offline.
What? Really?
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, like my internet like dipped, so I'm assuming yours did too.
It's still on for me.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Mine's
Oh
just
no,
like
it came
loading.
back up. Now it's dead again. No, still up. Wait. No, it's just very intermittent.
It could be Twitch is having issues.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still connected to the internet.
Yeah, it says it's live again for me.
Okay, alrighty. Well, but then it says that there's viewers. That is so strange. Okay, well, here we go.
Okay, you're back up, but half the screen is green. I don't know if it's like that for everyone else.
We're just lingering here waiting to find out if we're dead or not.
Yeah.
Ryan's off rolling a new character
Yeah.
who will enter this fight.
Hey.
Someone just makes a character that quick, they die and rejoin the same battle before it's over.
I mean, I was gonna say just play zombie Varnas, but then again, technically Varnas is a zombie. So
Yeah, he's already,
Yeah.
he's already dead.
It's a conundrum. You're killing us, Joe.
I could be zombie Brez.
Well, we don't know what's left of him.
Damn.
Yeah, there's enough to work with. I assume.
You play a walking jaw.
I can only
It's like a
cast
chattering
spells-
pair of teeth.
I can only cast spells with verbal components.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do real quick. This will only take a second, but I might lose interconnection on my.
I
Well,
think
it's up
going
now.
again. Yeah. So
I mean, it keeps buffering, but that could just be like my end.
for me, it's
I'm
fine.
really because for me it says that I'm dropping a lot of frames on the stream. I'll try and plug in the Ethernet cable to my laptop, which typically is not a good thing. Really shouldn't be. Sorry.
You're good.
He's not apologizing to us. He's apologizing to the viewers.
Oh no, I'm definitely apologizing. I don't know why it keeps dropping frames. That's the issue. Because typically that just means that there's an issue with my GPU, because it's not encoding things fast enough. But my GPU is only being used at 15%. So,
Odd.
yeah.
That means everybody makes the save.
I guess so. Everything's fine.
We're just delaying the inevitable here.
We're just those people when there's
mean,
not a price tag on the item, and we're just
Oh,
like, I guess it's free. We're those people.
I hate those people.
Yeah, those people are the worst.
I mean, you guys all made it. It's just Morgonix and Varnast. I mean, even Morgonix might have made it. We'll see.
Nah, I doubt it.
Unrelated, but if you guys have gone on the subreddit, I don't work here, lady.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, but that sounds great.
Joe, seriously, it's looking great on my end. I think it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna turn.
I think it could just be like an our internet thing, because like mine's been buffering, but we in the same house, so what does that even mean? Let me use my phone. Let's see.
Okay. Well, the only reason that that I think that it might. Okay. Well, I guess I'll because on mine it's buffering, and I don't know why we would be having, because you guys can all hear me still.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll call it good now.
Yeah.
I just don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. That's the weird part.
That is strange.
Okay. But let's go ahead and jump back in since you guys say it's fine. I'm gonna trust you.
Yes, please.
Ignore the fact that it's saying 61% of the stream. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's some good pixel right there. Oh, I love the pixel for a display. Okay, so alrighty. So let's see. Okay, so Morganix and Varnast, both of you fail. However, Cyrus, Alec, and Selah, you succeed. But that is still Let's see how much damage that is. Ooh. Okie dokie. So, Morganix and Varnast, you take 30 points of damage. And the rest of you take 15 points of damage.
Oh!
And I think that it might.
Oh Jesus!
Okay, well, I guess
Wait.
Because I'm.
Can
Say- Sorry.
Can I uncanny dodge that and half that
Yes,
again?
you can. Yes, you can. Well, you succeeded, so I'm pretty sure it just negates the damage entirely.
Not until she has evasion, which is like.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay, that's evasion. Gotcha. So
Okay,
you
wait.
can have that again.
You said that people who made it, we still take 15?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just
Uh,
testing my phone, and it is. It's just hella pixel. That's okay.
Oh, that's weird. It just got another. It sent another notification that it was streaming
Yeah, I just
in
noticed that.
Discord, probably because it cut out.
Probably.
At the very back where the door was, right next to you, Morganix, the water slams down right next to your feet, and then disperses out, down onto the ground and back into the water. And then Alec and Varnast, as the two of you are there, you are breathing for a moment because you think, well, is it over? Is it done? I mean, aside from those two, but then you see it just reform right in front of you. Okay. Alrighty. So that is the end of its turn, and we come to Cyrus.
Well, I was gonna help over there, but like that seems bad. So I don't want to go over there. I'm gonna start by staring at the wet patch where my clone was and pouring one out for my homie.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, I just turn to the tentacles. That was just rude, and I'll throw another chromatic orb.
Okay. Alrighty. Go
Cold
ahead and
again.
roll for an attack. All right.
Ooh, so close.
So close. All right. That is a hit. So, sadly, as whoa, 14. As you slam into the side of it, it is just not enough to freeze it. You can see some of the ice crystals begin to form around it, but just not enough to freeze it in place, as it is still hanging in there. Okay. So, all right, let's see. That ends. Or is there? Did you want to move it all, or were you just gonna hang out right there?
No, I'm hanging out here.
Okie dokie. So then we come to the one who's right next to Doggelin. So it is just going to come right down 2 slam attacks on him. So then that is a natural 1 and a 17, which I'm pretty sure both of those miss.
Yes, they both miss.
Okay. Alrighty, so Morganix, whoa, you are looking pretty hot right now.
Yeah, I'm in bad shape. Gonna back up as far back here as I can. Like, to here, even? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, just right on the edge.
Alright. 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Okay. Oh, the one right here?
Yeah, with Doggelin.
Okay. All right, roll your 2 attacks.
Ah! I think only one of those hits.
Still loading for me. Yeah, only one of those hits, sadly.
I am not rolling well today, guys.
Okay, sorry, it's not loading the damage for me.
8.
It's 8.
8 points of damage. Okay. Alrighty. 8. Okay. Alrighty, so then we're gonna go ahead and end there, and we're gonna go to Doggelin.
All right. Making it finally to him. He's gonna attempt a bite attack.
Alright, let's see what these improved modifiers here.
We'll see. He rolled a 15. I don't know if it popped up for you. I keep getting a notification about the server has been interrupted.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Oh, weird.
So-
It hasn't popped up for me either.
Mm.
guess
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
try and
our
restart
house.
our router after this.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
He rolled 10 damage.
10?
I
Oh,
don't
10.
think
Oh.
these things can be knocked prone because they're in water. I think that we decided that last time. Yeah.
They
Bring
are
it down.
okay, sorry.
All right. Well, good job.
Okay, sorry. Now my roll 20 is being real doofy right now. Here we go. We're getting there. Oh my gosh. Am I still? Can you guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Just making sure. Okay, I can hear the music now. Man, it is really taking its time right now.
What are you trying to do, dear?
Holy crap, I just tried to refresh the page.
That was a mistake.
That was my first
I don't understand what happened to our internet. Like, as the only time it ever wants to do this is when we're actually playing.
Yeah. And never on Tuesdays either. Never on
It is.
Tuesdays, yeah.
Salamander Coast gets all the best internet. We just get the leftover. I understand.
I guess that was it.
Redheaded
Throttle my
stepchildren.
bandwidth. They're like, how dare you? Okay. So there we go. Now we're loading in. All right, look at that. That's beautiful. So you said 10 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, already. That is good. So with
Yes.
10, you can see that Doggelin is actually able to like sort of jump up and like climb up this rapid water, moving as fast as it can, and is able to tear through some of the sheets and is actually able to bite in towards that core, but isn't able to rip it out or do enough damage to destroy it. But as of right now, that core is exposed. So that is the end of Doggelin's turn, and we come to Sayla.
Well, that's the opportunity that she's not going to miss out on.
Kill it.
Yeah, she's gonna go after that with her short bow.
Okay, roll for an attack.
All right,
Have you
21.
rolled under a 20 yet today?
I don't think I have, aside
It-
from the initiative.
It is just it's a reward for how terrible she was rolling the last time we played.
Last 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
Oh,
Oh,
I,
because
I
Doggelin
guess
is
that,
right
don't
there.
I?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're gonna have to tell me what you rolled and what the damage is because mine's not loading.
I need to roll, what, a 3d6 for the...
3d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3d6.
So a 9 for sneak attack and 8 for piercing.
17.
Okay, alrighty. So look at that. With that, Sailor, you pull back another bow, you unleash it, and as you pierce into it, there's another hissing of that gas, and then just completely dissipates as the entirety, the solid form of the creature, falls apart and crashes into the water on top of Doglin as he eventually comes back up to the top. Your kill count for these things is now 2.
2 for 2.
Good job. Good job, Sayla. Alrighty. So then we come to Varnas.
Yeah, so anyone nearby sees that Varnast coughs up like a ton of water, and it's like stained like dark red. And he's basically coughing up like a lot of blood, as he looks like absolute garbage.
Gross.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
come to
he looks
me, I
bad.
have a potion.
I don't know that. Anyway.
Sayla would probably shout that. She's been having to act as medic for a while now. It's kind of annoying.
What would he do in this situation?
Oh, I would like you. Well, is Shield of Faith concentration?
Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I'll roll that real quick.
No, that's
because
okay.
it
I think it's just the
absolutely
one.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the tidal wave. That's the only thing that's hit him.
So it's got to be the
He
15.
cast it. So I got Warcaster, so advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Oh, what? A natural 1 and a natural 20. Cool.
Hey!
Thing I didn't roll normal.
Nice. Is that your second crit tonight, Ryan?
Yes. Although granted, a crit on a concentration check doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, you focus extra hard, you steal yourself through everything, and you're like, I'm never letting go of this. Oh, hey, Sayla's damage just rolled for me. That's fun. All right,
Okay.
so... Oh, hey,
Um,
and your Constitution saving throws.
Hey, it's catching up.
All right, there we go. Good stuff.
Varnast is going to shout various things in Primordial while dodging,
Okay.
trying to draw its attention away from Alec. And that will be it.
Very commendable. So...
Foolish, but commendable.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, bro.
Here we go. Alrighty, so with that, that is the end of Varnast's turn, and then Alec, we come to you. What are you doing?
So Varnas is trying to distract it. She's doing the absolute opposite and just continuing to wail on it. So...
Classic.
Oh my god, sorry. I don't know what's going on with our internet right now, and I did not mean to do that. And it should definitely not be with advantage.
So a 20 and a 13 is what it should be.
2013. Okie dokie. Alright, well, luckily, one of those does hit.
Of course.
If she took just the first 2 rolls, it would be a 20 and a 16.
That is also true, but that's so... Okay.
I guess it depends on how Joe wants to do it.
It's okay. I don't think it matters because I'm pretty sure we're just about to go back to the top of the order and he's just gonna heal himself anyway, so...
Yeah, that's probably true.
So I guess it doesn't matter.
15 points of damage. Whew, so you cut into, and it is just infuriating as hell for you to try and cut through time and time again, and it just reforms time and time again. So then we come to this one right here, who, Cyrus, you can see that even after the blast that you took at it, it just reconsolidates and reforms.
Oof.
Okay. So, with that, it is going to see who is closest. 25, 40, 40, 45, 80, 70. All right. So, Cyrus, it's coming for you. 2 slam
Okay.
attacks. Oh, yikes. That is a 17 and an 18.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
No!
Maybe he'll roll low.
Okay, that is a total of 13 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Um,
you're still up.
I'm gonna literally take a swig of my bottle and say, "You motherfucker!" and just ignite it with Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, nice! Alrighty, cool. Yeah, so that's a dex saving throw on its part.
It is.
Alright, not very good at those. That's oh wow, that's a 7.
By the
Alright,
way-
so it's taking full damage.
By the way, your mirror image icon should go away.
Oh yeah, get rid of that. Okay, so that is 16 points of fire damage. Oh wait, so no! Oh no! Ooh, sorry, I red X'd Cyrus. That was not good. Okay. Okay, so that is 16 points of damage. Alrighty, very cool. As it slams down on top of you twice, you're almost like knocked down onto one knee. But before it's able to leave, you just sort of raise up both of your hands, like tearing the water off. And as you do, out of your fingertips, as it's just pulling the last little droplets, almost like sparking gasoline with a match, you just discharge and create this fiery explosion off the sides of its head. It's still maintaining together, but you did a significant amount of damage there. Okay. Alrighty. So then we come to Big Boy. So, yep, as you see him right in front of you, once again, he just reconsolidates and reforms, covering up the sheets of water that were cut off. So then he is going to...
Come on, bitch. Let's do it.
Alec, I'd like you to roll.
But the look on her face is saying, "Come on, bitch, let's do it."
I know.
Vargas is literally saying, "Come on, do it."
Okay, so Alec, I'd like you to roll a d4. If it's even, it'll hit you. If it's odd, it'll hit Ryan. Or
Alright.
Varnast. Nothing.
I'd say it'll hit Ryan. Oh,
In
wow.
real life.
Alrighty, so Alec, that is 2 slam attacks. That is a 19 and a 19.
Jesus.
Of course.
Shield of Fate's not going to help on that one.
Yep.
So that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 6,
Alright.
and then 7 points of acid damage.
Great.
Okay, so that is the end of its turn, and then we're going to go to Cyrus here.
Okay.
Bitch, get out the way.
I'm going to start by... Well, I'm going to say... I'll be honest, guys, I'm getting a rather bad hangover, and then just start... I'm just going to throw a magic missile at this guy, and just hope I can down it, and I'm going to throw until it dies, hopefully.
Okay, alrighty.
The same one I've been in.
Okay.
That's the first one.
3, alright.
How many are you shooting?
Hopefully... Well, I'm hoping it's... not all of them.
Okay, nope, still not enough. 13. Okay, so all 3 of them slam into it, and you feel as though there's like one more sheet of water until that core is exposed, but as of right now, it's still not exposed.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna say, I grow tired of you, and I run back.
That was a wise decision.
Okay, alrighty, so then that ends Cyrus's turn. Morganix, we come to you.
I cannot survive another tidal wave, but I know Cyrus is looking pretty rough near me. I'm actually gonna Eldritch Blast the one he was hitting.
Okay, alright.
Try to take it down.
Please hit it twice.
Nope.
That's 1 hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
I'm rolling garbage tonight.
11 points
Hey!
of damage. Okay,
Not bad.
okay. So you slam into it, and you can see that you blast away that final sheet, and that core is exposed. It hasn't been damaged at all yet, but it is exposed.
Finish it, Sayla!
Come on, 3 for free, Sailor.
Mom!
Finish it.
Okay, alrighty. So then that comes to Dogalin.
I will signal him to come to me, but he can only get to here.
Climb up the
And
wall.
I mean, if he's swimming, he can only get to 20 feet, which is going to be right by the wall.
But I mean, even if he could he climb the wall? I don't know how tall it is.
Ooh, that's a great. I don't know. I assume the water is like right at the ledge, right, Joe?
Yeah, there's only a little bit of a difference. He could.
Oh,
okay,
It
alright.
would take him a
Like
second.
high in the air. Okay, never mind then.
And then, boop. I'll use his dash just to get him like here. We can decide where he's going next turn. That's it.
Okay, alrighty. So then we come to Sayla. Sayla, what are you doing? I think I have a feeling.
Yeah, she's gonna go after the this guy here. With her
Okay.
short
3,
bow.
4, 3. 3, 4, 3.
14, that's a hit! That's a hit!
Oh.
Your damage!
Oh, but you don't have sneak attack.
Oh! Fuck. Okay. Alrighty. So, you shoot the arrow and it does pierce through, but you don't get that satisfying hissing noise as the arrow pierces in and then just lodges there. And
No.
it wasn't enough to burst the interior. Okay.
Nice.
Alrighty. So then we come to Varnas. What are you doing?
Oh, stress. Oh man, what to do? What to do? Does this thing look like it's ramping up for anything anymore, or is it still just kind of there?
No, not right now.
He's just gonna
It
dodge
is-
again.
I
Then.
will let you know that the tidal wave is on a recharge, so it's on a recharge of 6, and it didn't even start the battle with it. I had to keep rolling a d6 until it recharged.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. It's the only move I got right now until we all coordinate and start plowing into it.
Okay.
If I attacked, it would just heal.
Okay. All right. So then that brings us to you, Alec.
Okay. I'm going to keep swinging at it. For nothing. Actually, can I look around and can I see that this one has that gem or the sludge thing exposed?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, let me try to be useful, and just for a second, I'm going to turn my attention away from this creature, and I'm going to attempt to throw a javelin over here.
God.
Okay. All righty. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Oh god.
Roll a
That's
14 or
just-
higher.
Thank
that's a hit.
God.
For that.
Jesus
Alrighty.
Christ.
Isn't
Roll
it at
that damage.
disadvantage, though?
I thought that
Am
was
I?
only if the creature you were attacking was within 5 feet.
Wait, why would
Well,
it be a disadvantage?
Well, the range of a javelin's only like 30 feet, isn't it?
Dear God, probably. Knowing me and my luck, probably,
I
yeah.
thought it was 40.
Nah, I think it's 30.
20.
Okay. All right. So then go ahead and roll one more time for me. Hey! All right! Yeah! Woo!
That was meant to be.
Oh, for
Thank
Christ.
God.
Alrighty, so you just, in all of your fury and anger, you just want so bad to fucking kill something. So you toss the javelin, and it just soars through the air as with all of the anger and might of your ancestors that this place was corrupted in the first place. You slam the spear into the heart, and there is this, instead of that hissing noise from an arrow, there is this of smoke and mist as the creature just dissipates and falls and merges in with the rest of the water. Good job, Alec.
Well done.
So, you finish, you kill it, and you can see now that parts of the water are starting to turn back to that light blue color as opposed to that dark sort of green and teal color. It's actually starting to return some liveliness to it. Some life, but there still is around this larger Leviathan, there is just swirling puddles of muck and acid inside of it. So, with that, this one is dead, and we come to the big one. So,
Ugh.
all right, D6 recharge. That's a 2. That ain't it, Chief. Alrighty. So this time, Ryan, I'd like you to roll a D4. If it's odd, it hits you. If it's even, it hits Alec. Hits Alec.
If it's even, it hits me.
No, we're gonna keep it the same.
Okay, if it's
Odd, it
odd,
hits
it
you.
hits me.
Okay. 2 attacks with disadvantage.
It can try.
First attack is a 15.
Miss.
Second attack is a 12. Yeah.
Miss! Yes.
All right. So both
Shield
times
goes
slam into the ground. You keep dodging one after the other, sidestepping left and right, dodging both attacks. And then we come to Cyrus. Cyrus, what are you doing?
Ha, F your action economy.
So, taking a leap out of Morganix's book, I'm gonna get as far away from the water as possible. So I'm actually gonna kind of take a leap out of her book and go, how far can I get here? There. So I'm gonna go right back here.
Nice.
Like right hugging this wall. And I'm just gonna come to the very sudden and terrifying realization I'm out of alcohol. And I'm gonna say, oh, that's bad. And I'm going to invoke the Tides of Chaos and throw a cold orb at the big guy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Please don't
Alrighty.
fireball all of us by accident.
Alrighty, so go ahead and roll your attack with advantage, and then I would like you to roll a d100 for me.
Ooh.
Oh, 14 does hit, though. 14 does
Oh.
hit. 43. Alright. You know, I said this last time, but I don't know why I don't just keep this thing whenever we play.
Gosh.
Um,
And I'm gonna cast that at level 3.
Oof.
Oh, that couldn't have gone much worse.
oh, right.
Hey, damage is damage. Damage is damage.
That's right.
Although maybe this wild magic will save me. Maybe, I don't know.
Or
You just age.
It'll turn me into a potted plant.
I'm gonna suddenly sprout flowers in here. I've done it before.
Okay.
Whenever you invoke Tides of Chaos, I get scared.
Okay, that's sorry. I was looking at the wrong one, which made me nervous. But the correct one, Cyrus, you feel as you channel the Tides of Chaos, you don't feel something negative. You feel something that you look a short distance away from you, maybe 15, 20 feet, and you feel like if you wanted to, fairly quickly, you could teleport into that spot.
Oh shit, okay.
So for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet away as a bonus action.
Damn, cool, okay.
Alright, you going anywhere or you staying?
If I can hold that, I'm gonna stay for now.
Okay, alrighty. So that is, oh, let me mark that down, 18 points of damage, minus 18, very good. So then we come to Morganix.
2 Eldritch Blasts at Big Boy.
Two
Alrighty.
hits.
Come on.
Quit jinxing me.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh,
Oh, welcome.
yes! Okay. I clicked
Alrighty.
damage, but nothing's happening.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so that first one, well, that first one is actually 23 points of damage because
Yeah!
for spell 2. So 23 plus 9 is
32.
32 points of damage. Hell to the yeah, man. So you, the first one sort of being almost outshined completely, or the second one being outshined completely by the first one. As it slams into it, it just cuts away sheet after sheet of water, getting closer and closer to leaving that sort of noxious slug exposed. So, anything else, Morganix? You just staying there?
I'm staying there. I can't afford to move.
Okay, alrighty. So then we come to Dogalin.
Hello. Okay.
So
Aggressive clicking sounds at this point. As she orders him to aid at her side.
And finally, he now gets advantage on the attack.
Yes, with pack tactics.
Clicking intensifies. I didn't think I was
Clicking
playing Last of Us.
intensifies. Yes, it does.
Alrighty, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. And then it has to make a strength saving throw or else it's knocked prone, right? Alright, 8 points. of damage.
No, yeah, because he's a water creature thing.
Yes, alrighty. So let's just see if he would have made it. No, he would not have. Well,
No, well, that's alright.
Womp womp.
so Dogalin takes a chunk out, and you can see that this creature is getting really, really close to having that larger slug exposed on the interior of its body. Okay. Alrighty, so that's the end of Doggolin's turn. Sayla, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Bad time to have stuff in my mouth. Oh.
That's
Alright,
what
she's
she
gonna
said.
move here. She's gonna
Hey.
move there.
Nice.
She's gonna attack with Baramici's saber.
Okay. Right.
Do I get sneak attack for this, by the way? Because I
You-
came up.
Yeah, you have 3 allies within 5 feet, so yeah, you do.
Sweet, so. Baramici's.
Sick nasty, that's a hit. Shit!
And then I'm also going to use my dagger as my action.
The bonus action, yeah?
Yeah, bonus action. Sorry,
Nice,
bonus
nice.
action.
Oh, it's okay. That is also a hit! Oh no, oh no!
I'm just
Alright,
gonna
so-
wail on it.
So twirling,
Again.
Alrighty. So we are back. I am so sorry for the everything that has been this latter half of the combat in that moment. So we're gonna jump right back in because we don't have any sponsors yet, so there's nobody to shout out there.
Shout out to all of our fans.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. I know that it's been a little disjointed, but if you liked the stream, you should definitely follow, because this group plays every Friday, and then I have another group that plays every Tuesday. So there we go. But I think that with that, we should definitely just dive right into it. So
Yeah.
let's do it to it, ladies and gents. All right, there's audio. That is good. Alrighty, so what we have now is all of you had made your way through the temple and eventually made your way to this sort of central baptism area, this massive body of water that seemed to be the source of this corruption almost, where you now have cleansed the area of its corruption. So I'll delete all of these. cleanse the area of the corruption. And for a moment, aside from the hue returning to the room, it seems as though nothing really happened until a voice reached out, all-encompassing, filling the room, and then eventually from the water emerged what you all were able to recognize and connect with is Baramichi. Well, kind of. His form is aqueous, and the features aren't as clearly detailed as they would be on a normal living person, where he is this echo of who he was in life. And on top of that, he looks older and, well, wiser, to say the least. And as he arises, he says, "Thank you all so much for what you have done. I have been stuck here for so long, and I have been corrupted. You all broken that and freed me of those bonds. Tell me, I do not know your names. All I know of the 5 of you and your 2 animals is that you understand what it means to be a Farron. You have traveled the path of peace and are well on your way, seeing what majesty this beautiful world beholds. So tell me, what are your names?"
I think. Also, by the way, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to switch to my phone. My computer just completely shut down. Alec being closest, I'm not sure if you heard before we went to break, but she was trying to send up a prayer and apology. So just kind of, she was already on her knees before, but looking up and just hearing and seeing him and remembering the statue that was in All's Crossing, she would just say, putting her fist to her chest, she would say, "I am Alec Silverfoot of Logan Silverfoot, Warden of the North." And she's not as confident about revealing her father's name, but she wants to be respectful.
My dear, it is not so often that you get to meet relatives this long down the line. You are a descendant of Eliza.
Yes, I believe so. It seems I am learning more about my family every day. I mean no disrespect. I only know what I was told growing up and in the stories, and
We lost her. Oh,
hi.
hi.
I don't know what the last thing you heard me say.
I grew up hearing only what I heard in the stories.
And then she just said some things were left out.
Yes. So it seems. Many of those who were part of your clans, Congiado, they did not see it fit that a man such as me should be given a holy and great honor of defending this temple. So after Eliza's passing, they determined it was best to abandon it and move elsewhere, leaving me alone.
And I know I mean no disrespect when I ask, but how? I mean we encountered the man who I assume corrupted this place, but how did this happen? How did they find us? How things are changing, and I can't seem to be ahead of it, and I don't know. And she looks very distraught.
Do not worry, young child. Many things are happening. I can only assume that Yunogu and Korvak are doing what they can to make another move. To strike back at the natives. And to strike back at Nibiru.
Funny you should say that, darling. Also, nice to meet you. I'm Cyrus. Well, Yonoga's good friend Korvac is actually right outside this temple. Thought I'd be privy to mention that.
Yes, it is good to know, but it is also very, very concerning.
I agree. I agree very much.
And the rest of you? Cyrus and Alec.
And Sayla's kind of being hesitant. She's still got his sword, and she's just kind of grips it and isn't sure if she should put it away or hand it over. She doesn't know what to do.
Oh,
Varnast.
go ahead.
No, that's it.
Oh.
Full stop.
Yeah. I mean, that was the question. What's your name?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, you just said Varnast.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
And then you.
Looking back towards you, Morganix.
Morgana Xamela of Hearthcrest.
So, I am assuming since you found my blade in that tower, you all followed the clues.
And your armor, but yes. We also got baptized in Old's Crossing. Don't forget that, my dear.
I am sorry, I do not know this All's Crossing.
Oh shit! What did they call it? Fucking. I'm sorry. Is that offensive? Should I swear here? Is this holy? Am I doing something wrong? And I just can't. I go to drink, and then I remember my bottle's empty. And fuck.
You are fine. This place has not been respected as a holy place for many, many years. A curse word here and there is a welcome sign for a man who lived most of his life as a sailor.
I'll drink to that, and I go to drink again and say, motherfuck!
Alec is like giving you a dirty look. Bararlo, we actually are trying to get to Nibiru. The situation is that there are very bad men who are also looking, and we fear that their intentions are not good. I think that they want to cause harm, and they do not understand what this lost city is. They don't. And our hope by coming here was that you could help us find the way.
Sadly, my dear, I do not know the way to Nibiru. The clues I left in my wake were lies. It would not lead you to the lost city. It would lead you here, to me. I had feared in the final days of my life that they would not respect Eliza's dying wish to trust me as a protector. So I left clues to those who would be willing and who would be smart enough and who would be cunning enough to pursue them.
Well,
I knew
that's Windrun fucked.
I knew that no one would be allowed to enter this temple if they had not committed to the path of peace. Seems as though all of you have.
Do you know where we should go next? I just I
do.
I can't have my people destroyed by somebody who doesn't even deserve to walk in a place like this, and we've come so far and we've left so many things behind.
I know, my dear.
Duncan may be dying out there.
What I can tell you is that I know that Nibiru is locked away. The keys held by the 4 chieftains of the tribes are meant to be the only way inside.
But I have a key. And she kind of like shifts a little uncomfortably.
May I see it?
Yes, of course. And she'll just kind of pull out what her father gave her the last time that they met.
This. Oh. And you see him smile. With the passing of each chieftain, the key is meant to be brought back to the holiest place for that tribe. A ceremony is to be held for the new chief. The amulet to be recharged.
Well, what if I'm not a chief and there's no one left to have any sort of celebration? Can we do it without all that?
You may. And Alec Silverfoot, you will be doing that. It is with the highest honor of the tribes of Efera that I return this amulet and this key to its proper power. And I, along with whatever people of Conciliato remain, trust you with this great responsibility. Whoever the chieftain was, your father, he is no longer the decider of the fate of your people, Alec. It is you. And you see his hands clasp around the amulet, and as he rubs his hands together, as he pulls it out, the small stone with the different runes carved into it, with a leather strap wrapped around it, it was just dull. There was not really any beauty to it at all, but now it looks like the ocean, just trapped in a small ball, constantly rising and falling, crashing along all of the sides of it. And he hands it back to you, Alec. May it serve to protect you, chieftain of Congiado.
She's like physically cringing right now.
I awkwardly like put my hands to my chest and like a salute with an empty bottle and kind of grin at Alec.
Aww.
Yeah, that makes her cringe even harder. I do not think that, and again, I am not being disrespectful. I just don't think that that is a proper title. I will gladly hold on to this, and if this is the key to this door that we have been searching for, I am grateful. I really am, but I don't think that there is many of our people left, and I do not think I am the right choice to be the one to lead those people. But thank you for this. We will take this. Cyrus, please put your hand down. We will take this, and we will find Beru, and we will meet Charles Windren, and we will do what is right, and hopefully restore some kind of peace. But that is all I can promise.
Whether you know it or not, Alec, you will make a great leader, even if you do not believe it yourself. But she did not do this alone. And even Eliza could not have made it through her trials and tribulations without the companions that she traveled with. And if I can impart anything to all of you that will help in your journey, in order to prove yourself worthy, accessing and gaining passage to Nibiru, to defend it, to awaken the ancestors, you must prove your worth to the tribes themselves. Same as Eliza, myself, and the other companions we traveled with did.
Speaking of passages, Barallo, being an esteemed pirate sailor, you certainly know of other exits out of this. And I look at the dusty room and say, lovely chamber, right?
Of course I do.
And I just go, oh, thank fuck!
And all of you can hear in that moment, there is this, noise at the door.
I turn back and look.
Nothing is breaking through. You can see the walls around you begin to shake. He says,
That is Korvok, then.
Oh.
Very well. I impart you all with gifts to aid your journey, and I will return you to where you entered originally. There is a waystone belonging to the native shamans that is used as transportation. Cyrus, you out of these companions seem to be the most magically inclined. I bestow unto you the gift of transport via those waystones. Any waystone you have been to before, you can easily travel to. I depart this gift to you. And you see him close his eyes, and there is this discharge of almost mist from him. And as it floats towards you, it begins to sort of seep into your skin, and you feel this arcane energy unlock inside of you. So, technicalities, it is a 3rd level spell. And that 3rd level spell you can use as just an action, and you can teleport up to you and 10 other creatures via one waystone to another. But you have to have been to the waystone before, and you have to at least have the runic sigils for the one that you're going to. So I'll add that to your character sheet later.
Awesome.
So you now have that. And then, just real quick, how many 3rd level spell slots do you have? Like right now?
2? What do you mean in
Well,
right now?
I mean, available.
Available? I've got a spell slot left in 3rd level.
Okay, cool. So, he passes that knowledge to you.
You must serve someone to make sure that these others stay together. I can tell just from your nature that you love to laugh. And the road ahead will be difficult. And I'm sure all of them will need a laugh.
You're looking at the party, my dude.
Looking
He
at
turns
something.
To you, Sayla.
I can see that you have found a liking to my blade.
My blade. It's mine now.
It is your blade. But do you mind if I show you a different way to use it?
Sure? She pulls it back out because she'd put it away.
Thank you. And he takes it, and you can see the blade begin to almost be coated in the water. He says,
It seems as though that you've only been using one half of this blade. You see, the side written here in Old Ferolian, or in my language, harkens back to a time when I fought dirty on the seas. I would throw dust in my opponent's eyes to gain the upper hand. This other side, the runes of the people of Efera. This side was when I found my love for my companions and for Eliza. I would turn the hurt of my enemies into the healing of my friends. So, every night, you can decide which side you want to fight with. You can either fight like a pirate, or you can fight for your friends. So, out of character voice, pretty much now, and I will update the item card, but instead of fighting like a pirate, right, where you can, if you roll 2d4 and then yada yada yada, instead, if you go for an attack and you hit, and it rolls a d4, right, 1d4, like a 4 on the die, you can choose to have an ally gain 4 hit points. So you practically drain the life out of one target creature, and another creature, an ally of yours, gains 4 hit points.
Nice.
And then if you happen to do 4 damage total, right, so 4 on each die, you can have an ally gain 8 hit points back.
Alright,
Can
that's
she
handy
heal
as fuck.
Can
Now-
she heal herself or only her friends?
Only her friends.
Okay.
Yep, so not you.
That's still handy, like,
No, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
keep the fucking healer up. Because he damn near went down this time.
So,
Very-
and over the course of a long rest, you can change it to be either side. So depending on which way you would like to fight that next day, you have that.
Nice, that's really cool.
And I'll update the item card just that way we don't get confused. Because I know I would. So, Varnast, then turns to you.
Can I have my sword back?
Oh, of course. Here you are. Your sword, indeed. I have no need for it anymore. And
Did
you,
put-
Varn. I can tell by the symbols you bear that you are a devout servant of Estitia, the crashing wave, the Salt Mother. She sees what you have done. She commends you for your service. She brought you back on her own. She knew that these individuals would need help. She wanted them to get this far. She didn't know to what extent you would be needed, but she knew that you would help. And it is clear to me that they would not have gotten this far without you. So Varanast, I bestow upon you a blessing of Estitia. In the darkest of times, may she and her current guide your way. And you see him focus, and there is this brief discharge of mist as it eventually envelops around you. So, as it melds in to your skin, you do feel this warmth gather around you and this relaxation come over you. A true embrace, not that cold, hard, rough embrace that you're used to, but almost like a warm pond, or a cool pond on a hot day, where you can't help but relax. And so, you gain 2 things that you can do once per day.
Okay.
So pretty much you can cast Shield of Faith on yourself without expending a spell slot.
Ooh.
Doesn't take up concentration. So it just lasts on you for a minute. You can only do that once per day, and then also once per day, you can cast Control Water without using a spell slot.
Control water's concentration, isn't it? Or is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one would be concentration, but the Shield of Faith is not concentration in this aspect. But it can only be used on you.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
The
And both
only
have today without using a spell slot. Right.
What'd you say?
Well, it's either I can cast Shield of Faith on myself or I can cast Control Water without using a spell slot, right? It's not
Yeah,
I can
either-
do that each once a day. Okay.
Yeah, either or. Either or.
Sorry, I'm writing it all down. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So, and he also says, on top of this, you no longer have to worry about what happens to you when the mission is complete. You have proven yourself invaluable to Istitia and her mission, provided that you are able to make your way to Nubiru, protect the heart of the natives. You may serve her servant for as long as you wish.
So at that, it's hard to tell because he got hit by a tidal wave earlier. But anyone watching, you can probably see a couple of tears falling down his face, and he doesn't really say anything, but his lips quivering a little bit, and he just kind of gives a quick nod.
You are a true servant, one who outshines the others. I see that you have a Dogolin.
Dogolin agrees.
Does it have a name?
Oh, I did not feel it was right for me to name him, as I figured giving him a name would make it seem as if I owned him, and this creature is just a companion and a friend.
Yes. Well, should you ever find yourself near the druids, Shoasomen, the druids of earth and stone, they have ways to awaken the mind of the animals of Efera. And you won't have to give a name. You can learn his.
Do I know where those people are?
Yeah, it is actually north of Efera, or north of New Efera.
Thank you. Alec will just kind of look at Doglin and smile.
He's happy to. So, once again, there's more,
Oof.
and you can start to hear yelling. Miramichi! And you can start to hear the crack of sound, this discharge of magical energy.
Oh shit.
And he looks sadly to the door, and then looks even more sad at you, Organics. Sadly for you, my dear. Any gifts that I could give you would outshine what you already have.
Sir, I ask for nothing, but my friend is out there. Can you please help him? And Morgonix is just gonna start crying.
I am afraid that if there was a friend out there, and Korvac is there now, he is most likely no more. What I can do for all of you is I can get you to safety. There is a runestone at the front of this temple that will be able to get you to a statue of Eliza and I. It serves as a waystone for us. That statue of the two of us will hopefully provide you some safety and respite from this beast that Korvac is. Remember, the other 3 tribes must be reached. I possibly can keep Korvac contained here for some time. A year, perhaps. He is not a match for me, but
The powers of Yonogu are unparalleled to anything I possess. As soon
Joe,
as he
do
wants
I
to
know
begin-
where the other tribes are? I'm so sorry.
Yes, you do. You do.
Okay.
There are the Earth tribes, which are actually the protectors of the World Tree,
Okay.
which are north of New Efera. There
Wasn't it in
are
the
the
desert,
Fire
right?
tribes, which... What's up?
Is one of them in the desert, if I remember
Yes,
correctly?
that's right. That is the one that Duncan told you Jalissa had relation to, because Alec, as
Because
far as you
he
know...
warned me to go there before when it was me and him outside, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, he did. He said if you have to go there, go to Jalissa first. Because Alec, as far as
Yeah.
you know, there are no more fire tribes.
Mm.
And then finally, there are the air tribes, who exist near the peaks of the Mother's Mountains.
Can I be the Avatar?
So, he looks to you, Morganix, and you can see that he is torn apart by not being able to help you. And he says, "But for now, it is best that you all leave."
What's gonna
And
happen?
I will be fine. I am but a spirit of Baralo or Baramichi. Even if he tears me apart, tearing and disintegrating every liquid that is in this room, the crashing wave, the Salt Mother will return me to my full strength. But I will keep him contained in here for as long as I can, to give you all plenty of time. If I were to guess, you have a year, at most. 8 months in the least. I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope and pray that not just the crushing wave, but the Mother of Mountains, the raging fire, and the whipping wind protect you in your journey. And you can see him gesture behind him, creating this almost like bright, translucent portal in the water. He says, "Jump through, and you will be there." And at that moment, you hear as the stone breaks open, and you can see Korvac and about 50 other gnolls just piling through as they're all yipping and yelling and screaming, throwing bolts at Baramichi. You see 7 tendrils of those leviathans shoot out of the air, and him form back into the one large one and leap at Korvac. And you see him look to all of you and just begin to make a mad dash. And
I will grab Morganix because I know she's upset and kind
Damn
of throw her. Yeah, and I will drag her through into that portal.
Okay.
Cyrus, you're
I'm-
going to if you were attached to her.
It's like he knows me or something.
The moment he came through, I'd used my free spell of darkness on us, and I would have just yeeted through that portal.
Okay. Alrighty. So as everybody jumps through, you can see that there is this beam of energy that shoots out from his eye towards all of you. But Cyrus, as soon as you cast the darkness, you can see that it completely misses you and slams into the wall. And it doesn't even just stop at the wall; it bursts through the wall. And you can see the temple now begins to crack at the sides, all around you as the roof begins to fall down. And even in the magical darkness that you created, Cyrus, that beam of energy illuminates through it as it slams into the wall, and all of you jump in. The last thing you hear is the clashing of water, the screaming of gnolls, and the roaring of Korvac as he slams into Baramichi's form. And that is the last all of you hear before you appear back at the entry to the temple. So, as all of you appear there, you are at a very familiar site where you had first entered. You can see the jungle around you. However, the odd thing about this area is the gnolls that were dead here, that you killed when you first entered, are no longer there.
Don't you fucking say he's there, I swear to God.
So, as all of you are standing there, you, at this very moment, you hear someone yelling coming from the jungle opposite of the entrance. You don't hear many. You only hear one person. Where? Oh, come on. Come on. What? Come. What? Fuck. And you see bursting through the brush, landing on his feet, clothes tattered, this long, scruffy beard, longer hair than the last time you saw him. Charles Windren. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Can I punch him? Is he
So,
close
yeah.
enough?
You kind of, as you do, run up to go punch him. Before you can move, there is this moment in time where just, Morganix, everything stops for you. As you see Charles, and as you've made this new connection with your patron, and just time stops for you. You see Alec moving over, getting ready to slam down a fist. You can see him sort of cowering on the ground. And everything kind of stops for you. And you hear your patron begin to speak to you. Morganix, I have an idea. What do you say? We play a little game. With that mask, I'm feeling a lot better and a lot more confident. I think I'm starting to remember what I am. Do me a favor, and I know it might make your skin crawl, but I promise you, my dear, it will be worth it. I want you to go over to Charles. I want you to kiss him.
What?
What?
Oh, trust me, dear. I can promise you it will be worth it.
Nothing could be worth that.
I beg to differ. How about this? If you do this, one of the favors you owe me, I'll count off the board. We don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, this doesn't feel good. What will happen if I do?
Oh, he will regret the day he ever decided to be that snarky asshole to you all.
This doesn't feel right.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Can you remind me, like, I mean, Varnas in this campaign hasn't met Charles. Like, does he have any idea who this guy is other than what the group's told him? I can't remember if he'd heard of him or not.
No.
Okay,
No, not outside of the group.
Okay. Didn't think so, just wanted to double check.
I got you.
So yeah, Varnas is gonna go, who's this?
Has Morganix like been saying this out loud? Because Alec will stop if she looks like she's contemplating something.
Like, for us, is time, like, are we just in this moment and, like, time has stood still for Morganix?
No, kind of everything has... I mean, all of you are still moving, but for her, it's just kind of stopped. None of you are moving. Yeah. So it is this sort of moment in time where inside her own brain, this conversation can happen, you know, in an instant.
Yeah, totally.
Listen, dear, if it really makes you that uncomfortable, you don't have to, but I promise you it will be worth it. And you know what? We don't have to worry about either favor.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's gonna step forward.
Okay, so in that moment, Alec, as you were moving over, you can see that Morganix kind of took a half step, and then continued to move forward slowly. And you can hear Charles, he's sort of cowering. He says, please just, all right, just don't. All right, I understand how all of you must feel, and believe me, I have been trapped in this fucking jungle for the past 3 months. So you know what? I'll do anything right now to not have to deal with this.
I'm going to approach him.
Wait, stop, right there. Please, I just... Of course you're here. Of course you're here.
Shh, darling, we've missed you.
What are you doing here?
Well, following the clue that was discovered in Sunken City Bay. That's what I'm doing here.
Took you long enough, didn't it? Fucking Christ, you're slow.
Well, it would have gone a lot faster had our ship not been attacked by these fucking creatures in that stream. Jeez. Fucking... Listen. We were 2 days away from where we thought this fucking temple was, and then, lo and behold, they are attacked, we get fucking destroyed. I'm trapped in a jungle for 3 months, and I finally fucking find it, and then I find all of you here. Of course.
Yeah, of course, you're right. The people you tried to murder. Oh, Charles. You shouldn't have.
We always seem to find a way to get here before you. Like, every time.
Alika's just looking at him, and she goes, you know, I lived in a jungle my entire life. And I do pretty well.
Yes, fucking bottom feeder, so if you please...
Oh,
Holy
if Morganix does not
What did
do
you
anything...
say to my friend?
Oh, there we go. Okay, because she's gonna punch his fucking lights out. Alec will, like, raise her hand like she's gonna punch him, and as soon as Morganix speaks, she'll, like, pause a second.
Charles, you once said that you and I were the only ones really matched for each other, didn't you? That was the only fair-ish fight?
Yes, I did.
Shall we see whose patron is stronger?
Oh,
And I kneel down in front of him.
very well.
And you see that same cocky grin return as you can see him conjure this frozen mace in his hand. Same as you conjure your blade.
Morganix, do you know what you're doing?
Not really, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Alika's gonna not move away. She's just in case, because she doesn't know what's happening. And she's gonna draw her sword, just in
I'm
case.
gonna take another step.
So, ladies first, make the first move.
And I do.
Alright.
I kind of like dismiss the hexblade and take his face in both of my hands.
And as you do, there is this, like, he grabs onto your shoulders, and he grabs onto one shoulder, and he raises up the mace, and you see him sort of, the mace begin to, and all of you can see this, the mace slowly begins to dissipate from the top to the bottom, just as if it is being erased. And you can see as eventually as it gets to his hand begins to whittle and writhe until it's just turning into almost like a decomposed hand. And he just, Morganix, as the longer you kiss him, he just tries to push away, and he just starts to scream in pain, just... And eventually as you pull away, and he pushes out of the way, he doesn't have a weapon anymore, and all the way up to his shoulder and part of his neck just looks like a petrified, decomposed body, and you see him sort of fall back. Morganix, you are back at full hit points.
I reel back in horror.
Yep.
What
The fuck is wrong with you?
Alec is just gonna kick him in the face real quick. What just happened?
Yeah, when did you learn how to do that?
I vomit profusely everywhere.
Ugh.
Full on exorcist.
I mean, I've heard of bad dates, Morganix, but now I understand how it went with Ashran.
Is this a weapon that you have? Do you do this often?
She told me to do it. I have regrets. I cast regret. I have regrets.
Alec is giving you the strangest look right now. She is disgusted.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What
As
have I done?
as
She told me to do it.
Morganix is like freaking out, I kind of like walk around her, keeping distance, and kind of like, do you know like when you see like a gross bug or something, and you like kind of tap it with your foot? I'm gonna do that to Windren as he's writhing around, say, "Stay alive, oi!"
Okay. So as you, where do you kick him in the arm or just anywhere else?
Just anywhere.
Okay, anywhere. So you kind of hit him, and he says, "No, isn't this enough for you?"
No, not really. And I just keep kicking him like a.
Varnas starts to get some rope out.
Fucking kill me! God, this pain! Ah!
I'm sorry. What now?
Fucking kill me!
I wanted to until you said you were in pain.
I mean, is anyone opposed to me killing this guy? Because
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
Nope.
I'm in favor of this one.
Does he not?
What
have-
matter does he know? I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna like fully kick him backwards, like hard.
Ah!
Alec gives you an approval.
And I'm gonna say, I think it's my turn from last time, Charles, you fucking cunt. And I'm just gonna cast a fireball and burn his ass the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna start casting it as a firebolt, but I'm just gonna keep getting myself angrier and angrier. And like that chaotic energy is gonna turn the firebolt into just a fucking warbling ball of fire.
God. Okay, so as you do, making sure that there's clearance for all of your allies, he says, and then as you channel it and slam it into him, there is this one last pain scream until the flame dissipates, and there is just a rotted, burned corpse. The entirety of the arm and shoulder and neck, as soon as the flame hit, just turned to dust. And the rest of him is just a burnt corpse. Morganix, as you are reeling after vomiting, the voice
Oh my
returns,
god, what did I do?
much more confident and much more commanding. There we go. That
What did you
is.
do?
Oh no, darling. What did you do? You know, I thought when you put that mask on, I finally recognized who I was. And now I do.
What are you?
Oh, I know that you studied religion. Sure you recognize Malcanthus? The queen, former queen, I suppose, of the succubi. Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Morganix, for your help. Feel free to keep the blade. But that was just what I needed. I'll be in touch.
No, don't you do it.
Oh, darling, I'm not leaving you. I'll just be away for a while. You still have all of the magic. All that you could ever want. And with, that poor man's magic now as well. Seemed like his patron was one of frost. So, whenever you summon the Hexblade, you can either choose. Would you like it to be ice cold or poisonous? The choice is yours, but for now, I have some unfinished business that I need to resolve. Use the magic all you wish. Next time I need something, I will be in touch, though. It has been a pleasure getting to know you, Morganix, and I'm so happy that we were able to get this far, and I cannot wait the next time you do something as impressive as that. Ta-ta, my dear, and I will be in touch.
Morganix is just frozen in horror, like blood gone cold, heart in her stomach, fully coming to terms with what she has just done.
I think Alec would after, also desecrating the ashes as well, will kind of take a knee next to Morganix and just put a hand on her shoulder and an offer to help her up. And she'll just say, he didn't deserve to live in the first place. You've done nothing wrong.
Oh, I've done a lot wrong.
He deserved what happened.
We should be heading back to the Waystones.
I agree. Come on.
Give me a second here.
Joe, are there any shinies in this ash pile?
Sadly, no. I mean, you really unleashed on that. And, well, I'll say that there are probably maybe, we'll say you can find a collection of gems worth about 50 gold. Because that's really...
Oh, yeah, I guess if he's been in the jungle for months, he really wouldn't have much on him at all.
Yeah. I mean, he's a vain man, so he would have definitely carried that with him. Just as
Yeah, he's blown through all
his...
his good stuff at Starbucks already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pumpkin spice latte season, guys, so...
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing nothing paper-wise survived that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No.
Then yeah, we need to go.
Morganix is not entirely responsive.
Alec will lift her off the ground anyway.
So, the first time I've turned around from this, pile of ash, because I've just kind of been staring at him since, burning him, is Morganix, as white as a ghost right now?
Yep.
Oof.
I assume half conscious in Alec's arms.
Yeah. She will be led, but she's not. She's kind of retreated in her own head right now.
I guess, back to the Waystone. I guess we can test this gift.
Yeah.
Besides, I need alcohol. I am far too fucking sober.
Okay. Alrighty. So, in this commotion, all of you have been... Charles was definitely the most significant thing to come out of that. Where he was very loud, very obnoxious, and the entire display has been disturbing, to say the least. None of you would have caught it if not for Varnast. Varnast, you see a boot just tucked, barely peeking out of the side of one of those broken down stone walls and statues.
Oh God.
Like a foot in a boot?
Well, right now, all you can see is sort of the heel and the side. You don't know if there's a body attached to it, but you do catch it. It's definitely out of place.
Oh no.
Varnas kind of motions to the group, but kind of keeps a finger to his lips and has his hand on his sword, and he's going to try to get close.
Would you want the rogue to do that?
Well, if I could have communicated that, I would have. But I was trying to be quiet.
Well, okay, have fun with that.
And he'll try to turn the corner, brandishing his blade on the thing. Hopefully.
Okay. All right. So as you do, you turn the corner, brandishing the blade, and
even though I look like garbage.
you just kind of drop it as
What?
you see Duncan.
I knew it.
No.
Fucker.
No.
What?
Slumped
Hang
down
No.
in the corner, chest completely open, blood smattered all across his face. Most of his face isn't even recognizable, as he is just completely desecrated.
I will hold on to Morgonix for dear life.
Well, I'm the only one who sees it, right?
Okay. Hmm.
So Varnas, do you see it?
I
Preemptively.
So, since
sheath my sword, and I turn and walk back.
since Sayla's seen him drop his sword, my perception catch on to the fact that something is up and I want to go investigate?
Make an insight check, because I'm assuming, Varnas, you're trying to make
I'm
it
trying
seem
to
like...
be cool. I'm trying to be cool.
You're trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
Yeah. Oh, it's a boo. It's a boo. What can you say? It's a boo.
I haven't used insight in forever. Where is it?
It's in alphabetical order, right underneath history.
Okay.
There we go.
Shush. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even notice the boot. I mean, but Varnas sees a lot of things.
Yeah,
He
that passive
brandishes-
perception's crazy, man.
It really is.
I love that observant feat.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll just come back. It was nothing.
Then
All
we
right.
should go.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. How do I do this? And
I don't need a lecture from the paid assassin, okay?
So are we kind of just at these wastelands now?
Yeah. You were sort of teleported right in front of it. So in that area where you had that original fight with the gnolls,
Yeah.
that was the first.
Oh
wasteland
yeah, but
that
like
you
right
used.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zyra's not knowing what the fuck he's doing. He's just gonna start going like, yeah.
Wow.
So the first couple of times that you do it, you do actually manage to sort of almost like you're fanning a flame, where you can see that there's already some bit of magical energy in there. And after a while, you do sort of get the hang of it, where it's definitely a little bit more measured than what you're normally used to, as it's looking for a very particular set of motions, somatic and verbal. Luckily, there are no material components necessary. You just have to move your hands a little bit and speak a few words, and then eventually the waystone begins to glow, and all you know is that you just need to execute now. And Baralo, he gave you the runes that you need to go to the lover's statue, which all of you know is in All's Crossing.
Okay, darlings, make sure you're inside.
Please keep all limbs inside.
And I'm gonna activate it. And as I do, I'm gonna say, "Oh shit! I forgot my bottle."
What?
So as you go to turn around, teleport away, and much to your surprise, it works. And as you reappear in the all welcome familiar sight of All's Crossing, except it
Oh, God.
is just a little different. You can tell that it is a little more crowded than normal. There are more people here. It seems like some of the buildings have been finished, but some of the buildings are also torn up and almost look like they've been burned down by something.
Oh my god.
And all of you can see as you teleport, you take in the buildings, but then you can see next to the statues, you can see Philip and Nahara, the two individuals who were sort of the leaders of this area. Philip, a colonist, and Nahara, the woman who was here. I'll go ahead and share that. Seemingly the native, and then Philip, the man. You can see that they're talking to maybe 50, 100 people in front of the statue, as the five of you appear just. And you can see Philip. He says, "Now I know that things. What?" And you can see that he sort of stops, and everybody in this sort of like what looks to be almost like a town meeting just sort of looks at you, and Nahara looks to you, and the five of you look at them, and there is just this moment of silence as all eyes are on the five of you that just appeared out of absolutely nowhere.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and say, "Ah, I need a drink. Have you seen my bottle?"
I love Cyrus so much.
I walk immediately out of the waystone towards like Philip or any like of this gathering and say, "Wine."
Okay, yeah. And he kind of takes out a small flask and hands it to you.
I down the flask.
Okay.
As Alec kind of like gets an understanding of what's happening, she's gonna immediately go to Nahara and she's gonna say, "What's happening here?"
Town meeting is over. We will reconvene after a brief recess. Please return to the repairs and tend to the wounded for now. And when you hear the bell, that's when you know to come back.
Alec is like all on his face. What is happening? Why are people wounded?
And you can see that he is overwhelmed, and Nahara definitely almost like a statue. Just completely blank with emotion, just looking at you.
Are you going to explain? I don't understand.
For once, I'm with the simpleton.
Margonix is just going to sit down on the ground.
We must go inside.
I don't think we have time to go inside if you're looking at me like that. Just tell us now.
Alec, whatever happened, they're the ones that went through it. We can at least honor their wishes.
She is
Go
right.
inside.
She's right. Sorry, it is overwhelming to see you all. You had been gone for so long. It's all right. Sorry, everything's been, well, frankly, a lot over the past 3 months. A while ago, in New Efera, there was, led by Logan and this woman named Abigail, they started to fight back against the rulers there, and well, that fight slowly started to spread from there to, well, just pretty much the entirety of Efera, where we've been well, we've kind of been fighting the fight here, and it's not been looking good at all. Been going on for 3 months, and honestly, it's hard to compete with an unlimited supply of troops and money. So,
Is my mother alive?
well, honestly, we don't know. About a month ago, 3.5 weeks, any communication from New Efera stopped. Whether that be from Abigail, from Tenrin, or from Logan.
Philip, I'm so sorry. I came to the realization I've not had a drink in. How long's it been since you've seen us?
Well, I guess about. Oh, really? 13, 14 weeks almost?
What the fuck? And I like pass him the empty flask, and I take a step away, and as he's describing what's gonna happen, I'm gonna pull out that scroll of far speech to what's his name, Remaster Imara?
Emeril, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it yet, but I'm gonna seriously look at that, and I'm debating it.
Just trying to think of what else there might be. Oh, God, there's just so much happened in 3 months.
No, I'm sorry. I should not have been so sorry that this is happening. I had no idea. We were prepared to be gone for as long as we were. It's kind of a shock to all of us right now.
It shouldn't be. Every time we go into a temple, there's some kind of weird time-bending bullshit.
Okay, yeah, so you were in a temple thing? Oh, wow, okay. You know what, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, let's see, what else has been happening? The natives, whether they be in the air or earth tribes, they've just been sticking to their own. They haven't been helping the revolution at all. There is one piece of good news, I suppose. Kagan was able to reunite with Ko, and the two of them have been trying to gather any natives of Kanjiato they can to, well, not help the revolution, but at least fight back against those trying to tear down the Riverlands. There's a woman in New Verdalka. What is her name?
Jalissa?
Yeah, Cyrus, you and Nahara say it at the same time. Yes, Jalissa. She has been, well, fighting back against the Tarkirian trading company there. And that's pretty much where they've been focusing the majority of their time and effort. And, yeah, it seems to be, from at least the intel that we've gathered, that there is a place called Dybrin Keep, and Dybrin Keep seems to be just pouring out soldier after soldier after soldier for the Crimson Companions, which apparently are the same people who've been raising the forest of Koajiato and Kanjiato. For, well, since this whole thing started. So needless to say, things are pretty shitty right now. Yeah. Oh, and one last thing, which is what the meeting was about. In about a week, 2 weeks, I don't know, the intel might be bad, it might be good. Apparently there are strike teams headed from the north and from the south to raise all's crossing to the ground. So
Who is sending these strike teams?
well, between the Governado, Governor Musa from New Efera and the Crimson Companions, to the Tarkirian Trading Company with that fat fuck.
Okay, we will not allow this happen.
Doradine Dupree.
We will be here and we will stand by you and we will make sure that that does not happen. Right? And she kind of looks at everybody else.
I get no say.
Yes. Do you remember the vision we had of us crossing? Looks like that's not the outcome either.
If we stand and fight, it could very well be.
if we're gonna do this, we have work to do. And that starts now.
You're serious. You can see Nahara speak up.
Of course we're serious. This is the closest thing that at least I've seen where people actually get along and care about each other, no matter where they come from or who they are. Why would we let these people ruin that? Nothing but happiness, and I don't understand why people think that it's okay to just to destroy what you've built here. So why would we let that happen?
You can see her inhale, and you can see the corners of her eyes begin to well with tears, and she just quickly steps up to you and just hugs you and says, "Thank you, sister."
Alec will hug her back, surprisingly.
She lets go. And
We've seen what's happening in New Efera. We're not gonna let that continue. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but
I mean, I'll need more wine. A lot more of your wine.
Well, gods, I mean, if we make it out of this, you're gonna have all the wine you want for the rest of your life. I don't even
That
care.
is a dangerous offer, my friend.
Well, you know what? If we lose, we die. So, I'd rather be broke than dead, right? Oh, fuck.
Yes, maybe you die. I don't.
Oh man. Anyways.
Morgana has just been sitting on the ground this whole time, like kind of not participating, listening, but kind of just vaguely, like half there, half not, and she's just gonna kind of sigh and climb back up to her feet again and nod.
You know what? I think. Listen, it seems like you guys are in a really rough spot right now, but I think I might have. And he kind of looks to Nahara. Nahara and I will be right back. And he kind of grabs onto one of her shoulders. The two of them twist, and they head into the tavern, the sort of main meeting hall. And they leave the five of you there, and you can see that there are those who sort of look at you, and you see one familiar face approach you. You see the dwarvish wayfinder, Gray. He slowly approaches, and he says, "I am happy that you all are alive. It seems as though the mother protected you, and I am very happy about that."
well, we are happy to be back, and it is good to see a friendly face.
I'm happy to see you well, Gray. Where is my baby boy? Bernard!
Cyrus, as you yell, there's a
Oh my gosh.
coming from the other side of the village. And at about the same time that this owlbear is just running down the main thoroughfare, you see Nahara and Philip exiting from the tavern, and you hear a small voice say, "What? No, that can't be, no. And you see, pulling out from behind Philip and Nahara, you see Fro. No! And she runs towards all of you, and she just like frog jumps up and around the first person. She just jumps around you, Morganix, and just grips you tight and just squeezes you. "I'm so happy to see you."
Wait a second, she's speaking common?
She is, yes. And you can see Thomas approach, a little bit more trim, still very pudgy, but a little bit more well fitted to his clothing, and he sort of approaches out and he sees all of you and he smiles, and he says, "Well, a lot of people didn't think that you'd be coming back, but I knew in my heart of hearts that you would."
You know me, my baby boy.
Oh, come here, Cyrus. And he goes and he hugs you. As about this point, the owlbear gets to you and kind of like nudges into you, Cyrus, and sort of knocks knocks him over, and he yes sir, yes sir. You have a lot of people here who've missed you. Oh, well, it is so good to see all of you. And Fro kind of squeezing you, Morganix, and she sees you, Sayla, and she kind of like hops from Morganix to you and sort of squeezes you and says, "I'm very glad that you made it back."
Yep, they're there. Pats her head like a child, a little too roughly.
Oh, stop it, you hurt me. And she drops down. I'm just kidding, as she looks up to you. And Thomas kind of looks down to her. Yes, we've been practicing with Common, and she's gotten quite good, quite good. The kingdoms and castles helped quite a bit. A lot of reading.
Thomas, you better not renege on our deal. You know, if I go to that Leaping King, you owe me lots of alcohol.
And you see his smile kind of fade away a little bit. Well, yes, I will. But as of right now, sadly, it is not mine to give. The Tarkirian Trading Company repossessed it after my purchase, and, well, sadly, Fro and I, along with a few others from there, were able to make it back to here for safety.
Well, I was all for helping Walls Crossing, but that's my fucking alcohol. I will raise them to the fucking ground.
Yes, you will, Cyrus. And as you're gathered by friends and allies that you've met in your journeys, you can see a few more peek out. Kareem seems to be sort of looking at you from the shade of the interior. The stable boy Douglas, Filigree, the one with the teeth, you can see he's here. And others who you've met along your journeys. They're all here, and they all look to the five of you with the slightest glimmer of hope that you might be the ones to turn this tide. So, with that is where we're going to end tonight's session. And, yeah, also, sadly, Ryan is not here for it because he had to dip out. But I would also like to formally welcome the group of you to level 6.
Oh, fuck yeah, really? I'm not. I am.
Yes!
I know that seems like a fast turnaround from level 5 to level 6, but honestly...
No,
with everything...
We earned that, gosh dang it.
Yeah, that was a pretty significant milestone.
Yeah, do you see why this...
You just fucking ruined
Yes.
Morganix's whole career. She deserves that level.
This session was really hard for me to wait for, because it was much.
Oh, that's bullshit. I'm gonna take the average.
Oh, yeah, go for it, that's fine. So yeah, for those of you who are watching, if you want to watch them level up, that's fine. We'll be on for a hot second longer.
Average
Cyrus,
it is.
Reroll 2 if you'd like. Reroll 1s, and if it's not above the average.
Oh god.
Y'all
got
are
a
rolling
one.
like me.
Hey,
Okay.
there we go. Oh, all right, you're taking the average, Sayla.
Oh, wait, what?
So I think it's
Oh, you got the
5.
average anyway. You're fine.
Average is 5. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying 5.
Yeah, round it
I
up.
tried
When-
2 rolls and it just failed.
When do you get a second feat? When is
level
that?
8.
8. Damn.
Yeah, it's every 4th.
Yeah, unless you're a fighter, which are weird.
Yeah, they have weird rules.
Yay! Oh, I want it to be next week.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
I miss playing so much.
Oh yeah. Hopefully
Even when we
next
almost
week we
die.
won't have stream issues. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was plagued tonight.
Ugh.
Oh.
It's just the kind of luck we have.
Oh shit! I get bend luck.
Oh,
We need that.
Why did we
Yeah.
roll D100s in the beginning?
Because I was leaving it up to all of you if Duncan lived or died.
You
Oh,
bastard!
Oh no,
that's so
Joe!
sad.
Because it was honestly a 50-50 chance, and instead of me flipping behind the screen, I figured I would at least give it a chance.
That is diabolical.
Oh, I feel
I
horrible.
know, and it was 3 failures, 3
Damn.
failures, 2 successes, because it
Oh.
needed to be above 50 or above.
Wow.
Oh my god, I was one of the fails. I was like 40 something.
I'll be honest though, I'm so glad Morganix didn't see the corpse.
Oh my god, me too. that would have been
Yep.
so bad.
It's gotta
'Cause-
come out at some point. She
I
has
know,
to find out.
I feel like Varnast is the one who's like so steely. He'll take that to the grave.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He
Oh,
absolutely
here's
would.
hoping. She does not need to know that right now. One trauma at a time.
Yeah.
So, I had a plan tonight, and because Ryan's not here, I can totally tell you all.
Okay.
If he didn't, I didn't know if he was going to survive this, and I was going to actually, during the fight, whisper Joe and cast a mage hand and put the feather into his
Aw.
bag.
Oh.
You're too nice. We appreciate. I'm glad that he did it though. Oh man, I was nervous.
No, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
I was-
Now I can go back to being narcissistic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, can I ask a favor?
What's up?
Can you check and see if I had athletics or acrobatics? I don't know if I can look at it and do the upgrade stuffs.
Oh yeah. Sayla. Oh shoot. Actually, let me see. Oh well, when it does expertise, it won't give you an option that you aren't already proficient in. So that means you can pick either one of those for your expertise.
Oh, I just know that one of them I had checked, and that was the one I wanted to boost.
Oh, okay.
Is there not a way to do it?
Oh yeah, because you're in the character mancer. Well, you were probably proficient in. Oh wait a second. Then I don't know, because you can only gain expertise in something you're already proficient in.
I'm just gonna cancel. I remember I had 5 for my roll because it's average because I was doing shitty.
Wait.
So-
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Oh, you're talking about your hit points. Okay, sorry. I thought that the two were connected, and I was like,
No, no. I'm just gonna cancel that. Cancel? Can you not cancel?
Oh whoopsies.
Oh, sorry. It's probably because I'm in the screen. Let me exit out.
Oh.
Here. What does everybody get aside from the luck? Then luck. Does Barbarian get anything?
I mean, yeah. Let me read it.
Oh, it's just gonna make me stay in this freaking screen. I can't seem to cancel.
Ooh, maybe. Let me see if I can undo it.
At 6th level, the divine power that fuels your rage can protect you. So if I fail a saving throw while I'm raging, I can re-roll it.
Nice.
But I have to take their new
great.
roll.
Hmm.
So if it's worse, what? But it's a risk that I'm willing to take.
Oh well. So I'm gonna do
Wow.
Thieves' Tools and Stealth because those are important.
I'm
I think-
agonizing over spells.
I already know which spell I'm taking. For once, I know the perfect spell for Cyrus.
What are you taking?
Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this entire half, when we got back, I just kept repeating that line from Hamilton where he's like, "Freedom for America, freedom for France."
Oh yeah. Well, hey, welcome to the revolution arc of the campaign.
Oh man. I have
Like-
so many musical numbers prepared for this.
Right? Charles.
I
never gonna
can't
be
believe
president.
like the penny just didn't drop for me at first. Like that he'd been in the jungle for 3 months. I was like, "You're shit at getting here." And then when it was like, "Oh wait, fuck."
Yeah, because he was like a day or two away.
Yeah, it suddenly dropped when Kayla mentioned it. I was like, "Ah."
Well, also, I don't know if you guys probably did notice because, sometimes I like to think sometimes I can be pretty on point with my voices, and I was very happy with Baramichi, but then I forgot what Nahara's voice was completely because she sounded like Baramichi, and that's why I was like, well, I guess Philip's doing the talking because I forgot what she sounded like.
That was acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Okay, yeah.
Ah, there
Guys, I'm at an even 40 hit points now.
Yeah. Oh shit! I
I
never
think I'm still the lowest, but
You are. I'm now 44.
Oh,
Oof. Oof.
Alec, we can, or I don't need to call you Alec anymore. Kayla, we can talk about on the drive home, which we still have to do, which sucks. We
I
can
don't
talk
want to do
about
that.
your Doggolin's level up because, like I said
Okay.
earlier, because we don't have a ranger in the group, and if we do, then obviously we can undo it. Maybe the Doggolin gets released in the thing, but because of native Eferans' connection to their animals,
Mhm.
I'm going to let the dog, so it's like useful. And the fox weasel should also get a minor level up, so it can do just a thing or two more.
Mhm.
But since the Doggolin is so aggressive, I want it to be able to have a little bit of oomph.
Okay.
So I was thinking about, and I kind of talked to you about this on that walk that we took,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna give you like 3 options.
Oh
like
yeah, I
like a
remember you talking to me
class.
about this. Yeah.
So like because the creatures are magical, like obviously you could just go with like a war dog where it's like really aggressive and really bitey, or you could go with one that is more defensive and can protect people, or the one that is coolest to me that I don't even know if it'll work, but I want to do like a mystical dog where like the dog can use magic somehow. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of like with this group, the protecty thing might be good for certain people.
He protect, but he also attack.
Because the defender one would just be that you could have him as his action defend a player, and then their AC would become the Doggolin's AC.
Oh, well, his
Which
AC is 18. Yeah, which is a
Mine is
pretty.
11.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. He's
The
pretty
attack
buff boy.
he would get an extra attack.
Yeah, see, like having the extra attack and then having that as a bonus, I think would be worth it.
Well, he would get the extra attack with the war dog. Otherwise, he would only get
Oh,
one attack with the defender.
gotcha. That
And
yeah,
then the
yeah,
mythic one,
balance.
I don't know. He could probably cast like detect magic just by like sniffing, and dispel magic by barking. I don't know. That makes sense.
I think if I didn't start by casting mirror image, I legit had a good chance of dying there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was really nervous because until you said that thing about Varnast, I forgot that you had that angel feather on you.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Yeah, right. Oh, oh, oh.
On that note, I have to go. I need to stop.
Yeah.
I need to get a shower. I need to go back to sleep, and I need to stop by the dollar store. I have many things to do.
I'm
Yes,
so
yes,
glad
please.
we're back. I miss
you.
you guys.
Aw, I
I
missed you
missed it so much.
It was so good to be back. I was so sad because I fucked the last time. And the time
No,
we were-
don't at all.
Oh,
It's
gosh,
life comes up. It's all good.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Same.
And then
Life-
Kayla and I had that wedding anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Life just
Oh.
decided to hit us all at once.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
good.
now we're never missing another session ever, right?
Shh, don't say that to the universe. It listens too well.
Never mind, universe.
I
Sorry.
still have a move to make to freaking New Jersey. Don't say that.
Oh my
Oh God.
girl, you're going
Alright.
across the whole state. Okay, anyway, sorry guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Farewell.
Bye.
Oh,
We have to make a 3-hour drive, Joseph,
Yes,
so
we
we
do.
should go.
Oh, good luck, guys.
Bye,
Be
guys.
Thank
safe.
you all for
Uh,
watching the stream. It's been a great time having you. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that follow button. We'd love to have all of you be a part of this. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's session. Technical issues withstanding. So thank you all so much. And have a great rest of your night, evening, day, whatever. Bye.